Hello.
Hello
there.
Welcome back to the game.
Pipis.
Welcome back to the gaming.
The Pipis Chronicles.
the Pipis Chronicles.
Pipis
Our
Chronicles.
first attempt.
Lots of little Minecraft sounds. We are back in our hardcore Minecraft world that will be it'll be good this time. It'll be good. We've got this.
I'm not allowed to leave home.
We
It's
learned
true.
last time that when Will leaves home, he always dies. I say learned. We remembered.
Chris says, I'm assuming it's you, Evan, are very distant.
I can't live like this. How can you hear me eating a chip from so far away, but you
Well,
can't
this
hear
is
me
the
talking?
well, this is
It's-
the difference between Discord and like
Discord
you're
does
louder
not
to
do
me than
that much.
I mean
It's that
on,
your settings are completely different.
I mean on Discord I have you turned up 200%.
To 200?
Yeah, so that I can hear
What
you.
is the
That's just
fucking
how I
point?
have you all the
Fine. I
time.
have the same
Yeah.
microphone as you.
I can look at it sometime if you want.
I just don't
hadn't-
get it anymore.
It hasn't been a big problem, so I haven't looked at it, but I can totally do that
I'm the
sometime.
world's biggest hater. That's me.
But yeah, in case you're worried, we've identified it. He's right there.
I'm gonna hit the bricks.
Oh wait, do
Yeah,
we have 3 beds, right?
Yes.
I think
Okay,
so.
good. Then that's fine.
So-
Sunset is fine then.
Yeah, as they were saying, there was a problem with our last hardcore world, and we identified it. The problem was me.
The last 2, there were 2. Just to be
Right, there were 2. I forgot. So I'm not allowed to leave home anymore. And as per following the spirit and letter of that rule, I will be constructing us a home.
That's a good idea. Probably
I will
we do need a
be-
home.
Functionally building myself into prison.
Oh no.
But it'll be a very lavish prison.
Well, also, you're still allowed to come outside as long as you're careful about it.
Yeah, no, I'm completely
As
kidding.
long as you
not-
stay
I'm
in the
basically
clouds.
gonna do the construction and the farming and whatnot.
Chris said Jevel. You know, if anyone in our group was
Missing fish.
Jevel,
God damn it.
I mean,
You're
am I
right.
wrong?
No, that's why I'm upset.
Does that make Silas Spamton? I think it does.
I think he is though, right?
I mean, we
like
already
that's
knew
not
that.
wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Sleepy,
So-
sleep time, eep.
It is sleep time.
Oh shit.
Immediate slumber. Now, I will. So today, for our Minecraft server that we have a Minecraft server, by the way. If we have a Minecraft server that we have, I do an anomaly every month, and that's basically what that means is a weird thing happens every month, and my patrons vote on what that is. And this month we do, because it's April, because April just started. We're doing our April Fool's thing that we do once a year. Well, I guess I'm starting to do once a year. This is the second time we've ever done it. And what everybody picked was a weird sound pack. So basically, the reason I'm mentioning this is because Silas, he works the night shift right now. And so while I was working on it today, he was available to help me with ideas. And he came up with some truly arranged ones, some of which we used, some of which were rejected by me. For example, and this one was mostly rejected
Hey.
at the time.
Jake from State Farm is co-opting our stream.
How so?
Jacob.
I didn't know that ads can now take up like half of the screen, but let you
Guys, I
still
pushed up
watch.
the Saddle. What?
Also, I don't appear to have my Prime sub anymore for some reason.
Jake,
Maybe
get
I
the
sent
hell
it to
outta
the
here.
house.
Oh, by the way, do you want me to take that saddle? I was thinking of going exploring. I could bring you a horse
Absolutely.
while I'm out.
Enjoy.
By the way, does my not allowed to leave home? I'm asking this a little late, and I do apologize. Does my not allowed to leave home include me going across the river to chop trees for our house?
I think it's fine.
I think
As
that's
long as
fine.
you-
It's mostly not going to caves.
As long as you constantly look over your shoulder for creepers, because that's what I've learned you have to do in any forest in this game. Because they could be hiding behind any corner.
Looking over my shoulder and checking the subtitle.
Yes, that will
Oh,
help.
also, Evan, do you have the Gyaradoku Faithful pack? Because
Oh crap, I forgot!
using
I should
it.
turn that on.
Or we were.
No pack.
What was that noise?
It was me jumping in the water.
Yeah, I forgot. We should probably turn that on because we were using it last time. It would be inconsistent
But
for us not.
I think it was just my tool
I
breaking.
don't think we were using it. I think you guys may have been using it.
Well,
I thought you downloaded
I thought
it
you
too.
had a variant of it, like the dwarf one that you were using.
Hold on.
I could be wrong,
Doku
but I remember
Craft?
you saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a similar thing. Yeah,
Okay.
Gyaradoku and DokuCraft are kind of twin packs. Like they're different, but they're similar enough. Chris says, Evan, can you turn up your mic an eensy bit more?
I can't live like
I don't-
this.
Not sure how much is an eensy, but
Chris, tell me when I've hit an ENC, okay? It's because it turned itself back down again.
maybe I think you have to hit apply or something, or
Is
it doesn't.
the, no. It just routinely turns itself back down again.
Then
Not
I
every
don't know.
time, just sometimes. Chris,
Maybe
is
you
this an
have like
ENC?
a.
Chris, hold on, silence, fool. Is this an
Chris
ENC?
says good.
Okay, we've hit an
You achieved
ENC.
an eensy.
There might be some setting for like automatic gain control that's turned on somewhere.
No, I can't stress this enough. That's not... No.
Alert!
Okay.
Alert! I have found a village. It is not close to where we live, but it is, well, it's close-ish.
Yeah,
it's not on our
Should
on
we
our
be going there?
I think we should live over here because villager sounds are annoying, and we can go visit town when we want to. But I'm willing to move if you want to.
No, it's okay. It's
I
just
just-
we typically like to be in a town because that makes sense.
The last time we moved to a town,
I died.
Well, that's
I mean,
that's always yeah.
They
That's-
weren't
it's
related
not
instances.
related exactly.
Technically, the last
but-
time we did anything, you did.
I just
die.
I just worry that Will's gonna spend a long time building a wall again, and then we're gonna die about it, or I'm gonna die, and we're gonna. Although, I think I might have just answered our question for us. Is this town one house?
That'd be pretty funny.
Yes.
I hate
They
to be
have 2
judgmental,
farms.
but-
No. Okay, this town is one 2 farms and 2 houses, and a pen full of cows, and that is it.
I hate to be judgmental, but I don't know if that's a town.
It's very cute. Oh wait, is there a house over here, or is it just more streets? It's just more streets.
Well, that's rough.
Well, guys, I mean, good attempt. You definitely tried to make a town here.
Good attempt.
How have I not found a horse yet? This whole place is plains biome, and I still haven't found a horse.
Man, now that my brain is like, yeah, you're gonna build. This is what you're gonna do. Now I'm like, now I want weird blocks, and the blocks that I want, we can't get.
What do you want? I might be able
Warped
to get some
wood.
for you. What wood? Sorry.
Warped?
Oh.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
It's gonna be a minute before we.
Yeah. No, it's. Well, you didn't mute your Discord.
I
Mike.
know. I wanted you guys to have to hear it. Chat.
We
We didn't hear anything.
Oh, I closed an entire bag of chips and it was really loud.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't hear it at all.
Discord is magical. I don't understand how the
It's
noise
probably-
canceling.
I was
Yeah,
waiting
the
for you,
noise
chat. I was
canceling.
trying to eat my little snacky, but it's too loud of a snacky, so I'll wait. I'll persevere. Quick advice from the gamers: how do you stay calm? Just as like
Just generally, or
yeah, in the
In life,
in the face of
or-
adversity.
what should you do, or what
What did
do
you do?
I do?
Did you? What do you do? Why don't you tell me that?
When I get extremely anxious, I usually fall asleep. It's not on purpose. It's just a thing that happens to me.
We have so much in common.
So it depends what's making me anxious, but lately, especially with work, and this may be due to the nature of my job or to the oh, there's a hole down there. It's full of water, so it's not super dangerous, but it did jump scare me. This may be due to the nature of my job or like the environment of the company, but I've kind of reached this point of inner peace where everything's so much bullshit I don't care.
Yeah,
So
we're
when I get
definitely
stressed
reaching
out, I
straight
look
line
around
last
and I go, wow, this place is fucking stupid. And then I go about my day. Now, if it's not about work, if it's like about life, I don't know, I vibrate until I implode.
Well, it sounds like a logical conclusion.
I was like, why is my FPS bad? Oh,
Oh.
because my render distance is all the way up to 25 chunks for some reason.
Oh, that seems like a bad idea.
I cannot believe I haven't found a horse.
Oh yeah, Chris says thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
you're
Found a
welcome.
chasm.
A chasm?
I will not be going in the chasm.
We
You found a
need
chasm?
more wheat.
Weed more neat.
That's
Well,
exactly
okay,
right,
this is
Will.
this is a risky idea. Well, not that risky. It's kind of risky.
This
We
is
could
an
wait.
idea.
We could let it be nighttime and hide in a hole, and then skeletons will spawn, and we'll let them burn in the morning, and then we'll have bones.
He makes an argument.
It's a bit tedious, but it would get us more
Risky
wheats.
maneuver, am I right?
Do we have sugarcane yet?
I don't think we do.
I will gather it.
We have chickens, cows,
And-
and sheep. No piggies though, because we do not have any carrots.
Can everybody stop building
Hey,
such a
Krushan, I
giant
have some weird
big
news
thing
for
all the
you.
time?
Yeah.
There are horses exactly right across the river from us.
I absolutely swear to you that those were not there when I left.
They're just
They
like
may
the
not
same
have.
color as the landscape.
They must have just spawned, or
They're black.
I'm pretty sure that across that river is exactly where I just went, and I didn't see them.
Huh.
So they must have just spawned, or I'm completely blind, but I swear I didn't see them.
Well, I mean, I believe you didn't see them, regardless of other context.
Thanks. I'm glad you believe me at least with that.
Roll back the tape.
Oh my
Well,
god.
luckily I
I
wasn't
tried to
POV, so-
Google.
Oh, but I found a donkey.
I
Okay,
tried to
donkey's
Google
better.
build
Bring the donkey.
inspiration,
If we can
and
get a
all
mule,
of
we
this
can
is.
have a pack mule.
I googled build inspiration, and all of this is so cool, and also all of this is so hard to build.
Yeah,
Damn it! I want moss.
moss.
That's
Didn't
like
we
more
see an
achievement.
Try
alien?
mud or
Huh?
rocks.
What'd you say, Krishan?
Didn't we see an azalea tree at some point? I can't
Yes,
remember.
but it was. I
All-
couldn't tell you.
Also,
what it was.
all I need is one block of moss and a little bit of bone meal. Because you can grow moss onto other blocks.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes. Best buddy friend time.
Yeah, so,
Donkey found family.
pro tip, you can grow moss onto stone, and then you can break the stone faster. You no longer get stone, so it's not like the proest of tips, but
Sounds
it's on
pretty
the
pro to me.
list.
Chris said the cows are looking, which I agree. They in this texture pack they absolutely look.
My donkey now has saddlebags. I am a god.
Honkus donkus.
Battle sags?
What?
We are the least helpful people on this planet.
No.
Yeah, I guess this is the way you went because there's the tiniest shack ever over here.
Yeah, that is one of the 2 houses in town.
I don't know if we can call this a village.
Let's just name the like 3 people that live there, and we'll just call it their
This
their
is just
farm.
kind of a location.
It's a point of interest, but yeah, it's not really a village.
Everybody got their beds.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm spamming it. Spam malicious.
Okay.
Spamming
You heard it
it,
here
spamming it.
first. He's spam-malicious.
We have cows. How many cows? We have enough cows,
4.
right?
We have
So I
Uh,
should be
4.
murdering.
Yeah. We could, and when you're out and about, you should be murdering. We have enough. of
Go
everything.
beef. Sleep
Nope.
is allowed. Sleep has
go
been
to sleep,
permitted.
'cause I
Sleep
see
has been
something
permitted by
weird.
the sleep gods.
I am sleeping.
He's Sleembus.
I want a name tag so I can name my
Why did
donkey.
that villager stay out all night? Okay.
I
So
mean,
there's a
sometimes that's
farmer.
bad.
There's a farmer. He trades in things we don't have, but he
They're
seems
probably
nice.
both farmers because
There's 3 farmers.
Yep, they're
What
all
would we
farmers.
like to
It's their
name
family
them?
farm. I would vote to name it the Hutcherson family farm.
Wow.
One of them is Josh Hutcherson.
Man,
I don't know
this
about
build
I
the
is
wish
really
I could
cool.
make that. Did you already get the crops, by the way?
Do you care to share?
No, I
freaking
left them because I
dimensions?
thought I'd leave them until they grew all the
No.
way.
I
but
just
we
wasn't
can-
sure if they were still growing because you were.
Oh no, they just hadn't grown yet.
I'm gonna take
These
one of each, but I
amateur
will
farmer.
repopulate.
Also, I am in town. Well, I will be in like 1 second. Oh, there's bees over there.
There's a cat.
Pro
Oh, yeah, there
tip.
are-
I have business to
I
do.
saw 2 cats.
Pro
yeah, you're
tip
fishing, aren't
/
you?
request: if you're gonna post your really cool Minecraft build to show it off, please, for the love of God, leave at least the most basic instructions on how you built it. Like, at least give me dimensions.
Well,
Please.
some people don't want to be recreated, I guess.
I suppose, but
that
Yeah,
is
I mean-
unfortunately just like the nature of these things.
I want to steal your creativity because I'm bad at it.
Yeah, I think it's cool to like build other people's builds they share as long as no one's pretending it's theirs. I don't care.
Oh my god! I
Ah,
just noticed
I'm too
that
dumb
there
for
are.
that.
I just noticed that there are 3 farms, not 2. This is just the Hutcherson family farm.
Yeah, there's 3 farmers. One just keeps living on this sand dune.
Oh, I know why. Because there's only 2 houses. He doesn't have a house.
This is so sad. Are we sure we don't want to move over here?
I think we should definitely help them, but I do like our little spot that we have.
Well, and I'm trying to build us a home.
Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. We're really close. To
Make a house. Oh.
I'll make
Should
a bunch
we
of
build him a
shovels.
house?
Yes.
Make
I
a
think-
house.
I know what must have happened too. That was like a kid, and then they grew up, and now they can't leave their parents' house because
Ah.
there isn't one.
That's rough. The
rough,
family
buddy.
farm strikes again.
That's rough, but
Which one of them is that?
that's fucking rough, buddy. Okay. First order of beeswax. I need a lot more cobblestone.
I am arriving at home with
But-
this donkey.
Am I allowed to staircase mine a
I
little
think-
bit?
As
Oh
long
my
as you
god,
don't
this cat
save,
looks just like
I think-
Kevin.
Oh, he does. He does.
This is my son. If he sneezes, everything will be accurate.
1, 2, 3,
But yeah, well, I personally think it's fine as long as you don't go in big caves or, well, any caves really.
Okay. 9,
Kevin is
10.
like the
then
worst
12.
cat. I love him, but like last night I was crying because I've been dealing with some difficult
18.
stuff, and Silas was trying to comfort me, and Kevin started biting him.
Kevin! But he doesn't even have teeth.
No, he doesn't.
What does he
It's so
think
he's
he's
just
doing?
gnawing. He's just gumming him.
Kevin.
What purpose does it serve? Violence. Violence and violence alone. My cat agrees. My cat, Kevin, agrees.
And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another pillar. And then that.
Okay, the donkey is now in the pen.
Slay. Slay!
Part of the house design I'm making actually includes the mine.
God, their farm
So,
is so
trying to
cute.
set that up, but I have to be able to count. And it's hard because this build isn't showing me. Wait, there's a video. Silence, YouTuber.
Wow, rude.
No, the ad. I can't silence the ad.
We live in a dystopia. Eddie Burback's video about the whatever glasses, the headset. That was a good
Yeah, the
video.
Apple Vision.
The Apple Vision
It's
Pro.
really good video.
Yeah.
It's also deeply depressing.
Deeply
It's good.
depressing. Very cinematic.
Very cinematic.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Now,
Wow.
Chad, I bet you're wondering, why'd you break all those flowers just to put them back down? And I raised you this.
15.
I don't know.
Alert, we have wheat.
What?
Wheat has grown.
Guess who's wheat? You take it.
Oh, this is confusing.
Oh yeah, I love testing out texture packs, Chris.
Wheat alert, wheat alert.
One of the most beautiful texture packs I've ever seen was called Tales of Jobatara, but it was incredibly specific in its content. So it was really hard to use on any like shared server because the blocks looked completely different. They look beautiful, but like completely different. So it was hard to play with other people because your house would look insane to them.
13. 2. Log. 2.
But like the armor and everything, so good.
7.
Oh wait, I have a diamond pickaxe. When did I get that?
I couldn't tell you.
I think that might be from my sketchy
Oh,
cave
from your
adventure.
sketchiness. Yeah, but that means we could go get you worked wood, Bill.
Do you really want to do that?
I mean, it's as far as things to get in hell are go. It's not actually that hard to get that.
Bella is climbing.
But it means you have to enter hell at all.
Yeah, but I have enough gold to make golden boots,
Did anybody
so
else hear the sound of those eggs? That was abnormal.
I have shoes. Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to hell right now, but it's just a lot more achievable than I thought it was.
Oh man, speaking of Kevin,
Well,
last night
I changed house designs, so it's not a priority.
Okay.
Last night we were talking, and Silas went to feed him, and from the other room I heard this.
I hear you through the wall, but not on Discord.
Damn it all in hell.
I hear nothing at all.
Okay, let me try. Well, chat. Did you hear anything? Because I have noise suppression on your Discord.
They almost certainly heard it because it's not Discord. Yeah, but like meow.
Yeah, just meh. And it was so long that I was like, "Holy shit! When is he gonna run out of breath?" And he just kept going.
So hungry.
Madman.
Kevin, more than any cat I've ever known, he just is always yearning for food.
Chris heard.
At
Good
all
guy.
time.
He's starving. He's
And yet
so
he's
hungry.
fine.
Yeah, he's
And then
totally
the
fine.
moment he's not, the moment he isn't yearning, he enters one of two modes. If it is past 10 p.m., he enters zoomies. If it
Yeah.
is not, he goes straight to sleep.
Yeah, he's saving up his energy for his zoomies.
That's pretty relatable.
It's kind of how I wish I could live my life, but I'm busy
Thank you
taking
for
care of
subscribing,
him.
Corona Suit.
Kind of the ideal life.
Corona Suit has been subscribed for 10 months. Dear Lord.
Yeah, Kevin is really funny cat to have. He's just so strange. He kept trying to like climb up on me last night because I got Subway and I got tuna on it, and he was trying to pretend he wanted me to pet him, and then when I wasn't looking, he tried to slowly put his mouth on my sandwich. And then for some reason, at some point last night, he was bothering me a lot, and I decided to pretend. Oh, what was it? I was monologuing to him because he kept meowing at me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you starving? You've already starved to death? Oh my god, Kevin died." And then I, for like a long time, pretended he was a ghost. And like was like, "I wish Kevin were here," and he was just following me around going meow meow, and I'm like, okay, it's like, it's so sad, like he was so young. I mean, not really, but he was so handsome, and he's just like, "I'm here, I'm right here, hello," and I was just like, oh my god. I don't know why I chose to do that psychological warfare, but I was like, well, if
I mean,
you're,
he's kind of earned it at this point.
if you're dying because you're starving to death, we should probably grieve you.
Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Corona Suit, and also I'm sure Dane thanks you whenever they have time to show up.
Can I
Super
count?
allergic. Oh.
This is the real 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. 12,
I am going
13,
out in
14,
search
15.
of a lava pool on the surface, so I don't have
It is nearly eat time.
It is,
Well, as
yeah.
long
I
as he
have
has
my
his
bed
bed.
with me.
Yes, I'm just putting the notice of.
I am going to be a
eating.
farmer. Kevin, watch the field. Kevin will keep creepers away from us.
That's true, actually.
Kevin,
That's
well, I mean, if he
People are
fucking-
afraid of him sneezing on them.
if he tries, he has the flat face that Kevin has too. But Kevin has green eyes and a gray collar. It's a flea collar. He used to have this really cute collar because my uncle, before he passed, he loved Star Trek, and so he had a Star Trek collar, and I still have it. I put it somewhere safe, but like, he kept knocking it off, and I was like, that's okay. So we put it on him, and he looked so cute. But then when we were living where we used to, he got fleas at some point, and I felt so guilty because I was like, how did I gave him flea medication, like I don't understand, and like I don't get it. And then like he and Bella had them, and we did everything. We gave them Frontline, we bathed them, we did clean the entire house. And the only thing that worked was a flea collar. So now they wear these ugly gray flea collars. But at least they're flea-free. Chris keeps getting jump scared by the cows. Sorry, Chris.
I need to
Sleep
look at
time.
Oh, they
Sleep
really
time.
do look.
Time for the eep. Wait, I need to see them. Oh.
Hold
It
on.
doesn't look
Why
bad.
are they?
They
Why
just
are their
look-
eyes
You're watching
so
me sleep,
blue?
though.
That's
Hold on,
pretty
let me
weird.
try my other Doku crafts, okay?
I'm not saying it's bad. I like it. It's just
I have
could
3.
also just like
I have high and
send
dry.
you the one I'm using.
Shh, 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 shh. Well, they look the same. Okay, Chris, look away.
day 2.
And then I have the Dwarven one, which I really, really like.
Day 2. I'm observing and looking. To try and find lava on the surface.
Bam. Wow, okay, they always look the same. Sorry, Chris. This is your life now.
They're very similar, all the packs.
I just found the most sheep I've ever seen naturally in one place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are 20 sheep in this one field.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And I know we haven't been here before, so we didn't do this.
In fun news, I got an MRI today, which was really weird. MRIs are so weird. They just put you in a giant magnet tube and are like, stay calm.
That was today?
Yeah. It was
How'd that
supposed to
go?
be in like April 21st. And so long story chat, but basically I have a tumor in my leg, and the place that did my this is not a hoe. I almost said manufactured. That's not the word I'm looking for. The place that did my X-ray didn't tell me.
Manufactured
Yes.
my X-ray.
No. I was gonna say I don't know what I was trying to say. I have to leave it at the door. The place that did my X-ray did not tell me, even though that day I got a chart saying in it, like before my appointment ended, that I had a tumor. And I checked it later and I was right. They didn't tell me that I had a tumor. They told me over a week later, and then tried to tell me that it was like I should schedule an MRI, and I did, but they scheduled me a month out. And the person I saw was like super shitty and dismissive about it. And so I called and I got a supervisor to talk to me, and I was like, this was a terrible appointment. This person did not do their job or ask me any of the questions they should have, nor did they tell me I have a leg tumor. Please just give me an MRI sooner than it would have been over a month since my appointment, so that I can just like figure that out. Because if it's no big deal like that, I think it's like not going to be something serious. But I'd really like to know that instead of having to wait like over a month. Like that's.
Evan, I think
hard.
I know that you're gonna not engage with this, but I did just email you the resource pack Krishen and I are using.
I'll use it. More
Thank
consistency.
you.
Yeah, anyway, I called them and they were like, you could have one tomorrow. And I was like, okay, good apology. Someone fucked up really bad because they were like, they got me like a supervisor very fast, and the supervisor was like trying to do the corporate-y thing of like, well, I can't say what happened. Like, we don't really know, but why don't we do all this for you? And I was like, yeah, right. Thank you. But yeah,
I really get the feeling that whoever that lady was does not have a job, or at least got seriously reprimanded.
Oh, I'm sure she has a job, but yeah, I think she got in a lot of
Everything I've heard.
trouble because she just like did not tell me, and then just
Healthcare is too understaffed for them to fire people, but she
Yeah.
probably reprimanded.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, like she told me. I went in to see her. This was an orthopedist, and I said,
Fire on the
I
right.
tore my meniscus when I was a freshman in college, which I did, and I went to an orthopedist at the time when it happened, and she literally said, "Yeah, I don't think you did." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "That just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me." She did not examine my leg, by the way. It just doesn't like. I feel like if you had,
It's just
like,
that I can see the past, and in my mind's eye, your leg was fine.
literally, it was just like if you had, it would be different. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't like. I clarified because I was like, maybe she misunderstands. And I said, I didn't fully tear my meniscus because that requires surgery, which it does, and I didn't tear it fully, but I did get a small tear in it, which can happen. And she was like, yeah, no, they probably, like, it sounds like they didn't actually, like, diagnose it. They just, like, told you that. And I was like, no, I went to a doctor who diagnosed me. And then I went to physical therapy for a long time. It was very painful. And she was just, like, so weird. So anyway, they finally got me an MRI. And I'm supposed to get, like, my chart tonight, and then I'm supposed to
healthcare workers do your job challenge?
literally, I'm supposed to get my chart tonight with my MRI results, and then I'm supposed to have a doctor call me by Thursday. But like the nurse I saw today, it's at a different hospital where I got my MRI. They were like, you should just call them tomorrow because they'll get it by tomorrow. They just might not call you right away. So call them and demand they tell you what it says, so you can just get this whole thing over with. And I was like, thank you. I will. So anyway, that was really weird. But yeah, because they had to do an MRI on my knee, I actually didn't have to have my head in the machine, which was really nice. I only had to have almost my entire body with my head just barely peeking out.
Do we have any spare iron?
No.
Just a single
No.
bar?
Very sorry.
Okay.
I used the 3 we had to make a bucket.
That's totally fair.
I will come home
Whatever.
with more, potentially, though.
All
I
I
see
need
that
is
there's
one.
there's
If I can get one, I can have a stone cutter, and my life will be fulfilled.
Salmon look really weird in this texture pack.
They do, don't they? Oh, wait, are you using the same one? Maybe. you're
Yeah, I just switched to it. As do ink
Yeah,
sacks
they do look
and
weird.
leather.
The ink sacks do look a little bit weird, yeah.
Not to be judgmental, I'm just judging.
You can be judgmental, it's fine.
Big fan of being judgmental. I'm actually not. I'm trying to be less judgmental. Wow, Cal Kirby said wee woo, wee woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the hydrate. It's the hydrate alarm.
Yeah, Chris, it was the kind of thing where, like, what I was mad about, and I told them on the phone, I was like, here's the thing. Do I think I have cancer? Not really, no. But because she didn't tell me, she didn't ask me any of these questions you're supposed to ask someone about their symptoms to rule out the risk factors of a malignant tumor. And when they told me what they think it is, which is a specific kind of not benign
found out.
bone tumor, I went and I researched it because I was like, okay, like, what do, like, actual professionals say, apparently, because these fuckers can't tell me anything.
Oh my
And,
god, God
like,
listens to me. I found a single iron.
Oh,
That's all I need.
Beautiful. And, like, Johns Hopkins and the Cleveland Clinic and the American Cancer Society all had, like, screening questions that you're supposed to be asked, like, right away, because, like, if your answer to them is no, like, it's really good chance it's benign. And that's awesome news. Well, they didn't ask me any of those questions, and half of them are true. And that's bad news. And when they should have asked that, and I should have answered, and they should have said, uh-oh, and then given me an MRI. But instead, they were super annoying. So anyway, I went to, like, the hospital. They sent me to a hospital to get the MRI done, and they were great. They
Also,
were
with how
super
dismissive
helpful.
this person was, she probably looked at it and was like, it's not cancer.
No, I mean, I literally told her, like, I would like to know why this is happening, because this is a consistent health problem for me, and I don't understand. Like, I'm 20, like, I'm healthy generally, I work out, but I'm not an athlete, so I'm not, like, high risk for injury. And I didn't do anything silly and get hurt, right? I did a very normal thing and got hurt. And she was, like, really unhelpful. I was like, I want to know the root cause. And she said 2 things to me. She said, well, like, that's, like, totally normal. Like, most of my patients are, like, young, like your age. And I was like, yeah, I know, you're a college orthopedist. Like, you work in college town.
Yeah.
And this is a major U.S. university with several high-skilled
It would be
athletic
weird
teams.
if most of your patients weren't.
Yeah,
that
it's like
age.
it would be pretty strange. This is not a small town. This is a college town full of athletes who get injured because they're athletes. That's why they do sports medicine there. So I was like, yeah,
That's
no,
one of the
that's
larger
not,
degree
yeah, I was
programs
like,
here.
my point is, those people had an unusual thing happen to them by doing something specifically unusual. I've been doing very usual things. And she was like, well, like, it's, you know, it's the kind of thing where, like, it just, like, happens to everybody. And I was like, I don't think that's true. And then she was like, what did she say? She was like, she told me that I was young and everybody's young. And what was the other thing she told me? Oh my god.
Everybody's young.
She was like, all my patients are young. Oh, I said, I would like to talk about what the root cause of this issue could be, because I've had multiple bad leg, like, injuries, and, like, I have leg pain, and I want to know what it's from. I said, what could we do to figure out or test, like, what maybe there could be an underlying condition causing this, or, like, what this is coming from? And she looked at me and she said, well, there's really no way to know.
That's right, you told me.
And I was, like, mind blown by
What do
that,
you
but I was like, I'm
mean?
not the doctor. Maybe there is no way to know.
I'm pretty sure your job
I
is to
know,
figure
and I
it
was
out.
like, I don't know what to say anymore. I literally don't know what to say. And
There's
I went
no way
home,
to know.
and I was like, telling myself, like, you're not a doctor, like, you're being dramatic, like, there probably is no way to know. No, there is. There are literally ways to know, such as an MRI. Like,
Yeah,
what is she
medicine is the
talking
science
about?
of
Genetic
how
testing.
to know.
There's so many ways to know. That was such an
Yeah.
insane thing to say to me. And I was
Builder's
just
alert.
like blown away.
Builder's alert.
Oh
I
my
have found cherry
god.
trees.
What a weird
What?
doctor.
I have found cherry trees.
Oh, sleepy alert, sleepy alert.
Ooh. I don't know where I would use cherry in this build, but I'm happy to try.
Yeah, Chris,
Sleepy alert.
just several question marks is exactly how I felt. And I kept telling myself, like, I was the problem, and then I, like, talked to other people, and they were like, that's insane. Did you know that? I was like, I guess it's pretty weird, right? Like, that's a pretty weird thing to say. When I told her I've been having really bad popping pains in my knee that I told the radiologist about today, and she was like, that's probably where the tumor is. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was wondering. She said, the doctor said, oh, yeah, like, I do too. And then she crouched and stood, like, to show me, like, you know, that, like, common, like, kind of popping you have in your joints. It's, like, just a little, like, little pops, like, they're not painful. They're just kind of like click, click, like that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And I said,
crackly little
no,
nose.
not like that. I have those too. I mean something different that hurts really badly. And she was like, well, like, it could probably hurt sometimes. And I was like, no.
What are you
No.
talking about?
Are you a doctor?
Also,
what if she didn't even work there?
Was she? She was a...
She was a physician's assistant, which I didn't know until later. I thought she was a nurse practitioner. And, like, that's what I thought she was. She's not. She's a physician's assistant. And then I called when I called the supervisor, they were like, would you like to see her again? And I was like, no. No,
I would actively like to never see her again.
Actual orthopedist, please. And I would never like to see her again because she's bad at her job. And I don't want to see another physician's assistant. I want to see a physician. No assistant.
I don't want to see another physician's assistant.
Thank you. I was like, I can't believe I have to say this. Where is the physician? Is there a physician that works here?
No, should they just have assistants? But there's no physician.
They're like, we lost him. We don't know where he went. I mean, everyone's so young here. None of them have been able to finish medical school because everyone's just so young, you know, in orthopedics.
One of the assistants is actually the physician, and they're just really confused.
They just are. They're like too embarrassed to say anything at this point.
It's like, I've been the physician the whole time.
They're like, I got my medical degree. I worked like at the Mayo Clinic for a decade. I just don't know how to tell them that I'm the physician. And they keep saying, when will the physician get here? And I'm too embarrassed to say I've been here the whole time. That would be the only acceptable circumstance for what I experienced.
So, one thing that happened to me today that was really fun, I was carrying just some of my work stuff in my right hand. I keep this little bag with me with some spare whatnot.
Oh, the
like,
cows look even more terrifying to me.
They
Really?
do?
I thought they looked fine to me.
They just
They've
look
got
like
beady,
cows.
terrible little eyes.
They're
I
like real
suppose.
cows.
Cows have big, soulful eyes.
Yeah, they do. But look, you can either have
The sheep look judgmental.
They do. That's why. That's my favorite thing about this pack is that the sheep look like.
The chickens look completely normal.
I think your options at this point are like kind of droopy, sad-looking cow eyes, or cows that stare directly into your soul.
Well, this still looks like
Evan,
Kevin,
if
so
you
it's
want-
okay.
If you want things to be better, you should go look at the pigs. I like the way the pigs look in this pack.
I did kill a local pig. Let me go find a new one.
Well, okay.
Hold on.
I also just killed a local pig right before you said that.
Local pig killed.
Put up wanted posters.
I love framing houses in logs, but good God, it takes so many logs.
It does. While I was out, I'm still out. I have found 5 iron. I'm not going into it because I just found it like at the mountain near the cherry trees. Oh, that's a bit of a chasm, isn't it? I've also found some copper, so
I
we
hate
can
to
make
tell you this,
lightning
but it
rod.
is pronounced chasm.
It is not.
Wow, I got several bad reactions
I
to
heard
that.
Lily say
Yeah.
that.
Several
Heard in the
bad
background.
reactions locally to that joke.
Oh, I never finished my thought earlier. I was at work.
God,
I was
the pigs
carrying.
look shell-shocked.
They do.
They have
Um,
that 1,000-yard stare.
So I carried this little bag with me at work that just has like my gloves and some general medicine stuff, mostly painkillers if I get really sore. I was carrying that in my right hand, and in my left hand I had a 5-gallon gasoline tank.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's normal. We have those around. That's just, it's a gas can. Sorry, I don't know why I said tank. It's a can. It's just a gas can. But I was just carrying that. I was going out the door. I do this every day, and I went, oh wait, I forgot my raincoat, and I turned around really fast, and I felt my knee go pop.
Oh.
And I've been limping the whole rest of the day.
Oh,
See, I'm starting to think there's
Will,
something
I'm
wrong with
sorry.
us as a family.
Yeah, it's been on and off. I was okay for a lot of the day,
However, tumors
but
are not genetic
I went to the
in this
store
situation.
an hour or two ago, and
Both
I
makes
was
sense.
like hopping on one foot to get out of there. It was bad.
We have
That
to
is
have a
not
family
good.
seance.
A knee seance.
Wait, is it also your right knee?
It is my right knee. I would
Yeah.
tell you it could be a tumor, but bone tumors are not genetic.
Yeah. Well,
just
I should
for
probably go to an orthopedist.
Yeah, I mean,
Your
most
kneecaps,
definitely.
are they supposed to be straightforward?
What do you mean straightforward? Like
Like if
simple?
you're sitting down, if you feel like the bony part, is it supposed to be fully aligned with your thigh?
I just don't know the answer to that. And I
Okay,
don't
because
think
mine's
I'm
like
the person
off
to
to the
ask,
right
given my current scenario. Wait,
a little bit.
to the right? I don't know. I
It's
don't
like-
know if actually I can't answer that question because my body's not normal, so I don't know.
There
I
you
have an
go.
interesting question. Last night I was asking Silas. It was like really late at night, and I was in my little thinking palace, and I was thinking in my palace, and I had this question for him that I think you guys might find interesting. So let me try to explain because it's a little difficult to explain. So I know it will sound confusing at first. So
Okay.
when you think of a word, if I say a word, right? I'm not going to yet. When I say a word, do you automatically just think of the word? And then if I say, think of a word, like visualize it, you can then visualize the word. I know some people can't visualize things, so if you can't, this question's not for you. If you can, when you think of a word, like, do you automatically visualize it, or do you think of it and then you can visualize it if you try to?
It depends on the context. Like if we're just talking about like this, like about nothing, there's not much visual, but like when you're talking about your orthopedist and stuff, my brain visualizes you in a doctor's office
No.
talking about your knee.
But not not a situation, not like a scenario. Do you visualize like the actual word? So if I
Like,
tell you a word,
the
if I say the
word-
word apple, do you visualize the word apple? Do you just think of the word apple or an image of an apple?
Often it's completely non-conscious and I don't do
Right, you
anything.
don't
But if
think
I am, it's an image of an apple.
But you could try, and then you would think of the image of an apple.
I would have to try. That would just happen. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
kind
don't
of
mean like
oftentimes-
try, but I mean like if you were like, oh, an apple, yeah, you might you
Well-
just think of it, and then if you think of it harder or like pay more attention, you'll probably visualize an apple.
Well, okay, so I'm saying it's like completely random. Sometimes you say apple and my brain is like, here is PNG of apple,
Yeah.
right? And then sometimes you say apple and my brain's just like word processed, moving on.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Like it's just not consistent.
Yeah, sometimes I get like either or, and sometimes I get both. But often it's just like I think of like the concept of an apple, unless I'm thinking about harder.
Interesting. Okay, so my experience is different, which is that when I am told a word like orthopedist or like apple, I see in my head the word. It's like white Helvetica font on like a black background, and I see the word. And what I've realized is interesting about that to me is that I can also visualize an apple, but I would think apple, and I would either think of like, I could think of a PNG of apple, or I could try to think of a PNG of apple, but it starts usually if it's like of a word, unless I am thinking, this is hard to explain. If I think of the object apple, like I want an apple, I will think of a picture of an apple automatically and immediately. If I am thinking about the word, if I'm reading and I read apple, I see the word apple in my head.
Interesting.
And so I am what I realized about that is I was thinking about it last night. I was trying to explain this because of that. There's this actress, and I can't tell you what her last name is. I'm trying to, but I'm gonna guess. Her name is, I think. Oh shit! What is her first name? I think her name is Io, and I think it's like Edibiri. But the problem for me is that when a name has two of the same letter, like I, and two letters that are similar, like D and B, I have a really, really hard time spelling it because of my dyslexia. I can't see it. However, my brain still tries to visualize it. So I get basically a blurry word in my brain. So when I think of her last name, I see her full name, I see Io, and then I see E, and then I see sort of like a blurry lack of word. And it's not like purposeful. Like I can do that on purpose, but that just happens automatically when I'm trying to think about her name. And so I was thinking about this, and I realized like I've always explained how math is hard for me by saying that when I do math, what's difficult is it's like math is behind this inaccessible wall where like I know how to do math conceptually, but I cannot see the math in my head. And what it is, it's like it's right there, like I can almost grasp it, but it's like too blurry to actually make out what the numbers are. And so I can't do it in my head, I have to write it down. And when I try to process stuff like long division or multiplication in my head, even if it's simple, it's really, really hard for me to do because I can't see it. And I can only think of things, it seems like, when I see them in my head. I have to see a word even to think of a word. And so I was thinking about that because it also applies to how hard it is for me to learn languages. And it makes sense that part of the reason I find it very hard is I have to visualize the word in my head. And it is a lot harder for me to memorize words and things because I have to learn to see that word. And if that word is at all difficult to see for me, I am like a little bit blind to it. And I was always frustrated because when I was learning sign language, I was like, this should be easier for me because I thought my language issues were with the alphabet, right? Like where dyslexia is like, oh, it's just about, visually seeing the letters is hard. But it's not just seeing them, it's thinking about them. And that means that when I try to learn a language, whatever part of my brain processes language kind of is blind and needs some glasses, I guess. And that means that when I try to think in languages, it's really difficult. And even in English, it's difficult for me. And so then when I try to think in a language that's not English, it is so much harder. So I can learn other languages, but it is so difficult for me. Because I have to learn a complete new visual symbol thing, and I also can't rely on auditory. So when I learned immersive Spanish, I could read Spanish really well because I could look at it, but I could not hear Spanish and understand it because I couldn't picture the words in my head. Because whatever the link is between seeing and turning into a language into something that I can imagine is really difficult.
That's really interesting.
Anyway, I was just thinking about that last night, and Silas answered like you guys. He can think of an apple. If he thinks, he will think of a picture of an apple, or he can think of the word apple if he wants to, but he automatically just thinks, oh yeah, an apple. Unless otherwise prompted to think harder about it.
Yeah, I definitely don't see a word. It's like my brain is just processing code, right? Like you said apple. Apple translates to object, apple. There's no more thought than that. One thing I've been realizing about myself that I think is interesting, and I think it's been, in a lot of ways, a really big plus for me in my current job, is that, okay, so here's first how it's a downside. So I'm really good at learning things that I can get my hands on. I'm really bad at learning things that I can't. I struggled in school a lot, especially when I was in a more cerebral thought-based major. When I switched to natural resource management and suddenly it was yeah, you can go outside and just see what we're talking about. I didn't struggle much anymore. Most of my struggles were in the classes that either weren't that or they were struggles with other mental health stuff. Now in my new job, so they've put me in some of our light equipment. I thought it was heavy equipment because I thought anything that was like that was heavy equipment. Nope, it's light equipment.
That's so
I've seen heavy equipment now. Heavy equipment can lift light equipment very easily.
They're oh yeah, that excavator, that's baby shit.
Well, no, the excavator's heavy equipment. Well, although there are small excavators that would be light equipment. But the excavator you're thinking of is heavy. It just it's measured in like it's all about how heavy it is. So like a skid steer that I typically use is about 10,000 pounds. That's like 5 tons.
Wow.
That's light. Considered light
Wow.
equipment.
Jesus.
And I didn't
Lord.
understand that until I looked at the loader that we use to move construction mats. It's 50,000 pounds.
My God.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
I will be coming home with the bounty again.
I watched a guy use that to pick up a stack of mats and nearly tip over. Because the mats are 1,000 pounds a piece. And he picked up like I think he went for 10 of them. And obviously that's not more weight than the machine, but if it's all on one end of the machine, it doesn't matter. The point of that was... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, continue.
The point of that anecdote was, anytime somebody tried to explain how to operate a machine to me, it made no sense. As soon as they let me get into the seat, I figured it out in like an hour.
That's how I feel.
I'm not
about,
like an
my job,
expert,
too.
right? Like, I'm no expert. I'm not as good as a lot of the other guys, and I'm very conscious and very... I'm completely okay with that, too. Like, there are plenty of moments where a job needs done, and like, you want to do it? And I'm like, no, not yet. I'm not good enough. And like, we're in a situation where if I mess it up, it would be a problem. So you should do it. But I also know that I can learn pretty quick. Evan, you know what? When I was down on the, not doxing us, the college campus that you attend at.
College campus. High five.
I was running the machine down there for a while.
Wow.
Oh,
Actually.
no. Well,
What happened?
I have some mixed news.
What happened? What happened?
Very close to the nether portal that I just repaired is a bastion remnant.
Oh.
Darn.
I mean, that's good news. Well, the thing about the bastion remnant
That's news.
The thing about the bastion remnant is it barely matters what armor I have, because if I get hit, I'm basically dead.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
part
short
me-
of full diamond, it really doesn't matter at all.
even full diamond barely matters. I'm not lying. Because
It takes it from 1 hit to 2, though,
Well, do
right?
you have one
Well,
cobble?
yeah, but the problem is,
Huh?
You have one cobble.
No, I don't have a single cobblestone. I can get you some, though.
Yeah.
the problem is, yes, it does take it from 1 hit to 2, but those guys sprint.
Oh.
So if they hit you once, they're almost certainly going to hit you again. Unless you're really fortunate. I have never had a situation now where I've been into a remnant and they hit me once but not twice.
That's...
So the reason I mention it is, I consider myself fairly good at this particular business now. I could just go there right now and be extraordinarily careful.
Oh, good God.
You can do it?
I think that I am as likely to do it now as I am later. And later, God, it's so scary when the piglins run at you, but it's just because they run everywhere.
Well,
Jesus.
Furby got a quote for us, and Silas would say, it's like that famous movie, The Grilling of Jesus.
What do you guys think about that quote and what it says about my chances?
I think that's something Silas absolutely would have said at this moment, regardless of whether it's a good idea. But I fear that, I guess it's an omen. You should take it as a warning to not go near anything that could grill you. So don't fall in the lava. Look out
Okay.
for
Don't
fire.
get grilled.
Very good.
But
I'm not gonna go yet.
Also, greases
I'm not going to go yet. I'm gonna
Jesus
come home.
was resurrected. So
Breezes was
We
also resurrected. I
Don't
believe.
have the data pack on, so that's not an option.
Grievous was Gribble Goblin.
But I think I
Oh,
will
true,
probably
that's
go
true.
get it over with soon, because that allows us to never have to go in one of those ever again. which
At
is
least
the
get
ultimate
iron
goal.
tools before going.
Yeah, I should. I mean, I have a diamond
Oh
pick,
man,
so...
oh heck, oh gosh darn it, we don't even have a bucket, do we?
I have a bucket.
You have a bucket?
I'm
You
coming
know
over
what?
right now. I can give you the bucket.
Thank you so much.
You should definitely have a bow before you go in there.
I mean, I could. The thing is, I don't even use it, like, because
It lets you kill brutes without them getting near you, though.
Yeah, It also pisses off every piglin in the building.
Oh, do they not get pissed off? Like if a brute's going to attack you, so I guess you just don't defend yourself. You just avoid them.
They don't care. The piglins will care if you open a box, but they only notice if they're pretty close by to the box when you open.
Okay.
And the thing is, the brutes never have crossbows.
True. Okay.
So if I'm,
it's kind of better if you don't kill them then. Because...
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it depends. You have to choose. Do you want to kill everyone or no one?
Yeah, and if you start killing everybody, now you're at risk of being shot when you're not expecting it. Which I think. Okay.
I think I might be.
Lost.
I thought I was going the right way home, but now I'm not sure anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. No, I'm not near home. I will be returned. I must have gone the wrong way at some point. It's fine. It won't take me that long to get home. It's just I was not where I thought I was.
It's all good. Oh, yeah.
Hey, good news as well. I bought 2 fire resistance potions from a friendly local.
Oh, that's very nice.
I was very fortunate for them to give me those. But yeah, like I said, I'm coming home with a bounty. I have crimson wood. I don't have warped wood. I didn't find any. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I've oh, it's about to be sleep time.
Sleepy alert.
I've made a good bit of progress on the first story of our home.
You've made what on the... Oh, progress. That's the word you said, progress. Excellent. So you're this direction. I guess I just went...
I have to, like, do my job.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Go to school.
Okay, though. Of my job, I'm kind of excited for tomorrow.
Oh?
So we're renting a piece of machinery called a dingo. Actually, let me look this thing up.
Sentence I wasn't quite expecting.
Me neither.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'll send you guys a picture of it. Hold on.
Good night, Calvert.
There he is. That's the guy. I'll put this in the League of Fools Discord channel. We're renting that little dude, and I get to drive it.
A dingo. Oh, wow. Has a big old drill.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's a lot smaller than what I've operated before. Like, this is very light machinery. I sent another one where you can see a person operating it. It's almost like a riding mower. Like, you just stand on the back. But tomorrow we're planting 315 trees, and I get to drill all the holes.
Whoa.
Which
Dig
is
boy,
kind of...
Dig boy.
I was just about to say that.
Yep. Also, I'm very happy it's like the easiest job, but it's also kind of the coolest job, so I'm very excited.
That's excellent. Okay, I know where I am. I found I found, what was it called again? Hutcherson Family Farm.
Yeah. What I'm kind of most proud of, though, is I asked them if they would let me be the one to operate that. And they said, "Oh yeah, that's totally fine." In fact, when I was asking, like, my the position titles are really confusing. I'm just gonna ask you guys this straight up. Which position title do you think is higher ranking, team lead or foreman?
Foreman?
Probably foreman?
Now that would make the most sense. It's team lead.
What?
Of course.
Yeah.
That makes no sense at all.
I thought foremans were always like the dudes.
Nope. So the way that it works is we've got field technicians, and then foremans that lead our field crews, and then team leads that lead our divisions, and then division heads that lead our team leads.
What?
Yeah, please stop.
Hang on.
Please stop this.
Wait a minute.
The titles are so bad.
Why do the team leads lead the divisions, but the division leads also exist?
So the team leads lead the divisions in like day to day, and then the division heads lead the divisions in like picking up new contracts and like making large scale decisions. Unless you're
Fine.
part of the preservation team, in which our division head is now director of operations, and now our team lead just does everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on in the upper structures of this company. It makes no sense to me, but that's fine.
I can see the house.
So
I love it so far.
I was talking to my my team lead, right? So my boss's boss. One moment, please.
Will's dead.
Alert! I am home.
Alert! Alert! Will's not
I bring
actually
gifts.
dead, just in spirit.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Or rather, Will's Minecraft character's not dead, but he is in real life.
My combination of yes, I am assistant to the division team foreman head. That is my position title. Thank you, Father.
Assistant to the assistant of the regional manager.
Yes. The combination of my allergies and probably getting some sort of respiratory infection has left me in a very, very gross state.
Bug kit. Bug kit.
Where are you?
Bug kit.
I am in the mines
back here, behind you.
collecting for the house
I have a gift.
construction.
I have gifts. Here.
Bug kit.
Oh no! I already made one.
Oh.
Bug kit.
Now we have two.
What? What?
Stone cutters.
Oh.
It's
And
fine.
there's
It's
one
fine.
in the village.
No.
That's the one I brought back.
Oh, slay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
I
they
normally
literally
don't,
weren't using it.
I was about to say I normally don't take them, but they pretty much had their hands full with all the farming, so
Yeah.
they weren't
They
actually
really are
using
committed to their family. I mean, do
Oh.
you think the son wanted to be a stonecutter, and they were like, "Yeah, that's not happening."
it. No, you have to farm. Sorry, we
Um,
only do
what-
one thing here.
What I was saying though, is I was talking to my team lead, so my boss's boss, and I was like, "Hey, would you mind if I ran this machine?" And he's like, "Yeah, actually." I was talking to your foreman, and I asked, like, who would you want to run this, since our usual operators on PTO right now? And he's like, well, probably Will. I was like, oh,
Hey.
that's awesome. That's really cool that he actually thought that, like, he thought of me.
That is good.
Because I've been trying to do that.
Well.
I've been working with our construction division, and, okay.
Not to
So-
be confused with WandaVision, which is unrelated.
No. So, a lot of the jobs that we do in maintenance and preservation and the install division, which work very closely together, are very tight time frame, and often they don't have time to teach people super new stuff. So, like,
Oh my god, he's
Jesus.
dead.
sorry,
It's like the alien from the movie Alien. Oh god, we
Whoa.
still haven't finished
So-
the game Alien. Never mind, go ahead.
No.
So, like, I would ask to be put in equipment, and they're like, we have 5 days to do this when we really need 10. We have to put a guy in there that knows what he's doing. And, like, okay, I get it. But also, cool, I'll never, ever be the guy that knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's always annoying.
Huh? But I was working with construction, and all they do is machine work. That's the only thing they do, right? They're construction. That, like, or it's not exactly the only thing they do,
But like,
But
it's
it's
such a
it's-
major part of their job.
right? So they had a couple of days where they would, like, so this last week, I went down there, and I was told by my boss that they just needed somebody to, like, spot them while they were backing trucks in. And I get there, and one of them goes to do some paperwork, and the other guy's like, hey, Will, can you hop in that machine for a minute? I need somebody to help me out. And I'm like, yeah, I can probably do that. And then the other guy comes back from his paperwork, and I'm like, oh, here, I'll give it back to you. I'll get you're better in this thing. And he's like, nah, it's cool. Stay in there. Get some experience. I don't care. I was like, really? Awesome.
That's cool.
And then he put me in it again the next day. So I spent 2 full days in a 299 skid steer, which is pretty big as far as they go for, like, cat skid steers.
What if I shrunk into a little gnome?
I would like to do that as
What
well.
if that's
I'd
what's
love
wrong
to
with my
figure
leg is I'm
out.
shrinking into a little gnome?
That'd be kind of
that case-
awesome.
No wonder there was no way to know.
In that case,
There was no
It
way to
means-
gnome.
by next year you'll be living under a mushroom and it'll be fine.
not to go back to the medical thing, but just because I think it's funny, I did not comprehend that, like, an MRI with contrast meant that they put the contrast in me.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had
Wait,
an MRI?
what? I have not.
In an MRI with contrast, they have to put in an IV to put in, like, this kind of contrast, like, fluid that's like a dye, so that they can
Yep.
see what's going on, like, inside you, which is super weird.
Yeah, I know that from watching a lot of like medical TV shows. So really, really solid sources there.
Yeah,
but,
I didn't know that. It was interesting to me.
Yeah, they
Chris said, "Oh yeah, you got the juice."
Yeah, I did. I also didn't know that having tattoos can actually affect your MRI.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because the MRI is a super magnet,
Did
and
Lily
sometimes
just yell at
tattoos
me?
use metallic ink.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently red tattoos specifically, and realistically, they were like, if you have like tattoos, it's unlikely it will actually be an issue. It's just when some like people come in with like full sleeves. Imagine like having a blackout sleeve. Like
Oh
you
man,
cannot do the normal MRI stuff, so they have to go through a lot of other stuff to do that.
Luckily,
But
almost all piercings are non-magnetic.
Question. If
yeah, I still took mine out because I was terrified.
Oh yeah, right call. But
if you have a tattoo of an MRI machine, what happens then?
I have to get a tattoo of an MRI machine right away. Lily and I were talking about getting tattoos. I know what I want.
I need to know. The people need to know. God, okay. Sorry, I know we all have ADHD and we all go back to previous topics, but just for a sec. So earlier I posted the anomaly I was talking about, right?
Oh,
The
right,
sound
yeah.
check thing. And Arepo said the funniest thing in response.
yeah.
He said, "Finally, I didn't know how much longer I could." Oh wait, this was about the potato update. Sorry, this was about the potato update that Mojang did. Arepo said, "Finally, I didn't know how much longer I could wait for them to listen to the people."
Oh my god. That is so funny.
And it's because
Arepo
it's
does
very
use they them, by
funny.
the way.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
Oh, it's they them or any
you.
really, I suppose. But
But in the very beginning of the article, that it mentions the potato thing.
it's sleep time. Oh God,
Sleep hour.
Where's
In
I
the
wasn't
beginning,
looking.
in the very beginning of the article about the poisonous potato thing, they said, like, people have been asking us forever to make there be some kind of functionality for the poisonous potato, and we finally listened. They're really good at laughing at themselves. For example, I haven't played it, but in this April Fool's update with the poisonous potato dimension, they also made the fletching table do something.
Oh,
Because that's another thing that they've been hounded
How
about
hard
since
is it
they
for us
added
to
it
get there?
to the poisonous potato dimension.
Yeah.
Oh well, we don't have it installed, but we could install
What?
it. I mean, it's a snapshot because obviously they're not going to spend their time making it super stable.
Right, whatever.
But yeah, we should definitely I thought about mentioning that we could do a stream of that today, but I kind of wanted to play our world, I was doing so much other Minecraft prep for that sound pack thing today.
Can
I was
I-
like, I don't feel like dealing with it.
can I ask you two for some assistance?
Yes.
I need help mining for stone, and I need help chopping down trees for wood. One of
Okay.
you, either you can both help and each do one. One of you can take one of them. I can do the other. Either anything is fine.
Evan, which do
I
you
just
want to do?
can't do both at once.
I will do
allowed to
either.
take a brief detour?
Like, to not do either of those things is what you
Just
mean?
temporarily, yes.
I mean, I don't care.
I was on a game
But which would you like to do when you
Well-
get back?
You know what you have to do now, Krishan? Kill him.
What?
Huh?
I'm fine with digging or cutting down trees. So whichever one is
Oh,
your
because
favorite.
the chicken escaped. I thought you were talking about Will.
No, he's fine.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
He's fine.
I had just come out of the cave when you said that, so
Oh.
I really thought you were talking about me too. Not cave, the mine, the mine.
Not. I know you meant. I'm okay with
Please,
mining.
don't hurt me.
Please don't shoot me.
I'm fine with mining, especially since we have enough iron that I can do iron picks.
Oh hell yeah.
And we need to get some diamonds at some point anyway, so I might as well.
Okay, I just want to go on a brief journey.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to do first, though,
Yeah.
is I'm going to run over to this hill on the other side of the river and set up our nether portal and see what our environment looks like.
Sounds good.
'Cause the one I
I'll be down
repaired
in
is
the-
actually quite far away, it turns out. Oh, Evan is off. He's in a boat. There he goes.
Ah, I'm learning.
What is your detour, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Treasure map.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I didn't know we had one.
Ooh.
We might get
Notice it says,
diamonds
Will,
from that.
turn off your nose for the next hour?
It's because I keep like coughing and sneezing and pulling.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I
you
don't
should
have
do
the
something
ability to
about
do that.
are you agreeing with?
I don't have the nose update installed.
Oh God, terrible. Here we go.
It's not
Okay.
because of that.
It's a me, a Mario.
Then what is it because? Why do I need to turn off my nose?
Something stinky this way comes.
Are you cooking something I'm not supposed to know about?
Let's see what our area looks like. Oh, okay.
Ah, confectionery endeavors, my lord. All right.
That's excellent.
Consider my nose deactivated because it is full of snot.
Thanks, Will.
You're welcome.
Well, in classic Hell fashion, this portal is not actually very far away from where I was before, because of course it's not. That's how space
Yeah.
works. And I, despite having played this game for more years than I've had a job by a long shot, I still just don't remember how close things are together in the Nether sometimes.
Did I tell you guys that space travel in Warhammer runs off the principles of the Minecraft Nether?
No?
Yeah, okay. So, in Warhammer, there is material reality and immaterial reality. And immaterial reality is where the demons live, and it's a very dangerous place. But space doesn't work the normal way there. So if you could do some really careful calculations, you can jump into it and then back out of it way further away.
Interesting.
So space travel is based on hopping into one nether portal and then back out another one in the right dimension without running into any demons.
So essentially the exact same way the Nether works. Got it.
Yes. But if you
Except
do your
it's the
calculations
demons.
wrong, your ship gets filled with demons.
Ah, I see.
Or like you could get lost in a time vortex and show up in the wrong century. Like
Or as it works in Minecraft, you could get your minecarts full of piglins.
yeah. Yeah, luckily the Nether does not involve time dilation also, which the warp
Yeah,
does.
that would be like if the Nether was also the Feywild, which is basically the most terrifying thing I can imagine.
If this is
Yeah.
just this fucking sunken ship we already found, I'm gonna throw up.
Wait,
Well, the
no
map's
goods
been
for
pretty
you.
easy
What do you
stuff.
mean no goods for you? I was... Oh, because I said the gross snot thing. I'm sorry.
Chris said,
trying to be
or,
funny.
you know, for example, your train car could disappear. Look, look. All right,
Can you
we
imagine
did our
if-
absolute best. Hey, could you imagine if the train's gone?
How funny would it be if I don't see it anymore?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. How funny would it be if it's gone?
Oh my god. Chris,
No, why is that the quote that came up when you said train? That's not good.
get in here, lobotomy boy.
Where is the train coming in?
I think it's I think when it says 0 it just couldn't find one with those letters, and so it just pulled a random one.
Kirsty said, what?
I was speaking to Will because in Baldur's Gate, Will's character got a lobotomy and it proved surprisingly beneficial.
Yeah. I mean, it was a botched lobotomy.
Yeah, that's not better.
Well, it kind of is, because he missed the brain.
Well, I guess that's... Well, he wasn't really aiming for your brain.
He was aiming for a thing that's in my brain. Look, I would rather lose an eye than, like, partial brain function. So, I consider that a win.
Valid point. Few people know this, but I'm actually not a fan of the lobotomy. Controversial, I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan of massive scientific advancement, the lobotomy.
Evan, by the way, when you're done digging for treasure, could you bring home all the sand for Windows?
Absolutely, I can.
Hooray!
Qualifications
I
to
forgot. Before we started the stream, I was gonna say that when last night, Silas and I have been playing the new Stardew Valley update together. And last night we were playing on our world, and I got us a cow, and you can pick the name from like their random name selection. You can roll the dice. So I was holding down the roll the dice button, and I say, Silas, say when. And he goes, what? And I say, just say when. And he goes, what do you mean? And I go, just say when. Just say the word when at any time. He goes, what? And finally I was like, just say when. And he goes, when? And I stopped the thing. And the name he stopped me on was Gaboo. So I had to name our cow Gaboo.
Excellent.
That is
I
all.
see no problems with this.
I just thought it was really funny that he took so long to understand, and when he finally did understand, it ended up with us naming our cow Gaboo.
Oh, apparently it's always the most recent quote, which means that is unfortunately our most recent quote.
Guys,
Yeah, quote 0 is the
that
most
treasure
recent.
had 17 iron ingots, 3 prismarine crystals, 6 cooked salmon, and a potion of water breathing in it.
Hey,
Alright, that's not bad.
So as a general
are
rule
at
about ocean
21.
stuff, by the way, just because you know I've learned things in my trials and tribulation. Shipwrecks, they're great. We should do them all the time. Ocean ruins, never.
Yeah.
Not until you have full diamond armor, because those trident guys, that's it.
Yeah.
If they see you, and even if you have a shield, you might still be dead. It's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, shipwrecks are fine, usually, so. I do find it slightly weird, to be honest, that drowned don't spawn in shipwrecks, but that's fine with me on hardcore Minecraft. I feel like they should, though, right? Like the drowned sailors of the ship? Maybe it's just
It
me.
makes sense, but I don't know.
I guess it's
Here's
because
a
they
stone
also are
cutter.
like dried up like on land and filled with sand
And some
usually.
torches. I'm gonna go chop down trees.
Okie dokie, I will continue digging.
Thank you. I literally just need a lot of stone.
Stone alert, stone alert. Also, I won't tell you all the things that we added to the sound pack because I want it to be a surprise for people who want to get on our server and just look around at stuff and
But they
figure out.
are extremely funny.
Yeah, but I will tell you one thing that we did, which is that there are 3 different noises in Minecraft that can play when you enchant something, and we replaced each of them with a startup sound from a different operating system.
Oh my god.
So one of them is Windows XP, one of them is Windows 7, and one of them is the Mac startup
Yeah.
noise.
I highly recommend
That's
just
so
doing a bunch
good.
of stuff on the server because there's mobs, there's actions, there's tons of stuff makes different sounds now.
And yeah, and some of the things even, I mean, we didn't do like, you know, everything, of course, but there are some things that are like, there's a few mobs that have completely normal sounds, except for like one sound that has been replaced. So you might not get it on your first try, but
Sleep time, sleep time. Eepy,
people
eepy.
learn.
Why can't I just sleep in a boat?
Yeah, when are they gonna add boat with bed? Come on, Mojang. This
So
is
that my
key to
friends
my
can push me
enjoyment.
out into the water and shoot me with a fire arrow. I feel like this cow pen's starting to get a little crowded.
I was thinking that too, but
We
then I
shall
had to.
expand!
God damn it. Did I... No, never mind. I just can't count.
Redstone alert.
That's the better outcome. Thank God.
Redstone alert.
God, I've got so much andesite and so little cobblestone.
Chris said, I need to investigate.
I'm expanding the cow pen.
We'll, oh, never mind. I just remembered that's why they gave me the stone cutter.
Yep. For cutting stone.
Thanks, I didn't know that. I thought it was for cutting wood.
I've been really confused this whole time.
Yeah. Despite it looking a lot like a lumber saw, not for cutting wood. Still bothers me a little bit.
What do you need to investigate, Chris?
The sound pack.
Oh, of course, the thing we were discussing.
Yeah.
Some might even say the topic of the hour.
I'm good at ye old context clues. Hey, Krishan, did you know there's a lava pool, like, really close to us?
No.
Yeah, I can see it from the house.
That's the third time this stream I've gone to look for something, and then one of you has told me it's right next to our house. I hate everything. How does this keep happening to me?
I mean, I didn't know it was there either, but I was also not allowed to leave home, so I don't feel too bad about
Unbelievable.
That's rough, buddy.
that. Yeah, it's just it's just west of the house.
Jesus Christ.
If
How?
you think about it,
How?
What?
The chickens
How
keep
what?
getting in other pens.
some of that was me throwing eggs earlier.
Will, there's a chicken pen.
That was like 5 days ago. It's fine.
No, they're keeping more, like, now.
I didn't do that.
I like the implication that it's totally fine if the animals are in the wrong pen as long as it happened more than 3 days ago.
Yeah. I was a different man back then. You gotta understand.
I have hit deep slate,
Alert
which is
you.
not helpful for your digging, so I will come back up and give you the
Why are
cobblestone.
you digging so much?
We'll need
For the
sand.
house.
For the house.
I just you're
Ow.
digging a lot, is what I was wondering.
Have
about.
you looked at the house?
Yeah, remember, we need to do mining and tree chopping.
Oh yeah.
Will's
I just gotta make a pickaxe. The other
construction,
one.
whatever. Will, where are you?
I'm in the woods.
Damn it! Okay. I am putting all the stone I collected in the barrel that makes up part of the house.
Perfect.
For the house, part of the house.
I am just harvesting the garden.
Part of the house, part of the crew.
I return back to the hole from whence I came.
To the hole, to the mines. I shouldn't need too
wait.
much more stone because the first layer is the one that's stone. The second story's all wood.
Well, hopefully you won't need any more because I'm about to want to go into the deep slate and then I won't be getting cobblestone.
Yeah.
anymore. I forgot I need to eat food. I'm gonna take some pork. Evan, this farm is very pretty.
Thank you. I'm turning this into solely a wheat field and moving some of the other crops that are like
Good lord.
more.
That's a lot of stone. Yeah, I think I'll be good.
Excellent. But yeah, I saw the little bonus farms for other crops you were making, and I like them.
Good. Yeah, I just wanted to grow more carrots, potatoes, and stuff because we can trade them with the farmers too.
Yeah.
What did we call them? Their family?
The guy who from the Hunger Games.
Hutcherson Farms?
Yeah, Josh Hutcherson family farm.
The Joshes.
The Josh farm.
They're just joshing us.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Oh, I need bricks.
That's not that big a deal.
No, they're just
Depends
really
on how many you
annoying.
need.
Very few.
Then it's fine. We're surrounded by water. It's fine.
They're just mildly annoying.
That's why I don't build brick houses in survival like ever.
Yeah, luckily I I don't need very many. I just need them for a couple decorative wall blocks and some flower pots.
Flower pot. I love flower pots.
One thing I will need is a fairly substantial number of campfires.
Oh,
That's gonna be
those are
annoying.
hard.
The other, a few weeks ago or whatever, we were playing on Atrium, and our neighbor was spending basically the entire night making and then dousing campfires to make a bridge.
Yeah,
It's
I'll be
super
doing
cool, but it took
something
literally the entire
similar
time.
because I also have to douse them.
Luckily, we have enough iron. You could just make another water bucket. But yeah, the
Yeah.
charcoal's gonna take him.
It can be normal coal too.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how much of that we have left.
No, I mean it should be charcoal, but it can be normal coal. Luckily, it shouldn't be too many. I mean, 8. Oh, that's gonna be a lot.
I mean, 8 isn't a lot, but I'm assuming that was
No,
time.
I looked at another part of the build while I was saying that.
Oh.
I was like 8 and oh. I'm guessing that's 3 blocks deep. 4. Oh, it's 4.
Pipis room.
Pipis.
And then 7 wide. Ugh.
Will, do you need like planks or do you need
28. Huh? Oh, logs. Straight logs.
what kind?
What kind of logs again?
Oak. I will need spruce for the roof, also. But I'm gonna need a lot of oak first. The second story walls are made out of stripped oak. So, mostly oak.
Oh, Chris, that's because I'm physically far away. I leaned my chair back. I'm just a sleepy guy.
Sleepy eepy. Have you been sleeping yet?
In real life?
Properly? Yeah.
Starting today, I have my anxiety medication again, so
That's good.
I took a nap. I took half of a pill and I took a nap.
But we can always stop early if you need to.
Yeah, maybe. I'm honestly like, just they said I would get my chart tonight.
Oh, no! Bad! Everything's fine now.
Okay, you're really getting my internal monologue tonight.
Very sorry. I hit a cave, and there was a skeleton
Oh.
right there, and
Oh.
that was really scary.
That is very scary.
Yeah.
It's fine. I panicked, but everything's okay now. I've locked it up. I will not be opening it again until I'm wearing armor. The mine is foreclosed. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was just saying. What do you? They said I would get my chart tonight, and I haven't, and it's now 8:30, and so I feel like I'm definitely not gonna get it tonight. But I really want it tonight because
Yeah.
if I don't
You
get it
still
in my
might.
patient portal, like
Hospitals don't sleep, so, like...
yeah, but like I'm worried they don't have someone in there charting people's like results.
Yeah, they might not.
And I don't know. But she said, and like, she said I would get them, but like, I don't know. I just want my results so that I don't have to wait anymore, because they're like, well, even when you get your chart, like, make sure you like it, don't Google too much, like, consult your doctor. And I'm like, no, I know I'm gonna have to ask my doctor what it says, but also if it says, clearly cancer, like malignant tumor, I'm gonna be like, that's a bummeroo. And it will influence how I handle the next, work days and stuff. So I'd really like to just have my chart now and see what it says and have peace of mind. Have a piece of my mind, perhaps. But alas.
Practically all the pieces,
Yeah.
really.
I mean, my MRI was at 9 a.m. So, like...
Oh, so it's been, like, 12 hours.
Yeah. At 8:30, I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to be getting it. And I would feel less stressed about... Normally, I'm way more patient about this stuff, because I get that it just takes time, and there's tons of patients who get MRIs and stuff every day. I just am stressed about it.
Yeah, understandable. It's a little bit important.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a bit.
I'd like to just be confirmed non-cancerous, or be told I have cancer so I can be insufferable about it. Make a lot of jokes.
Yeah, that's what we expect
Best
from
thing
you.
to do in the situation.
And again, I need to stress to everyone here, I do not think I have cancer. It's very unlikely. But if I have cancer, I am going to show up in a party hat with kazoos, and like a big banner that says "It's malignant," like an "It's a Boy" banner or something like that.
Oh
That's
my
how I
God.
feel like I should handle it.
Hey, what if I didn't put out our campfires?
Bedtime, sleepy time, bedtime.
At our campfire, like at our house on fire.
Our house just burns. What about phantoms?
I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
Let me place them first and see how it looks.
Maybe I'm not correctly visualizing where these are.
Damn it, I placed one wrong. Fuck, I placed 2 wrong.
Oh well.
I don't have silk touch, so we get the coal back, but none of the logs.
Oh my god, he has a bone!
Evan, come look at the front of our house.
I'm scared and appalled and afraid and nauseous and
Just all of them, really.
yeah. I'm all of the above. But I found an apple. Why is our house moving so
Yay.
much from behind?
I feel like you might know the answer to that if you think about it.
I wouldn't like to know. What's going on?
We're camping.
Oh gosh. Oh golly gee whiz.
What do you think? Do we keep it? Oh! They don't line up underneath!
Well, whose doing is that?
I didn't know they had to! Fuck! I'll fix it.
Nobody but me is allowed in the mine for a temporary amount of time.
Okay, I fixed it. Okay.
Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh lord.
Okay, the patio roof is no longer smoking.
Normal things to hear.
Evan!
What?
Let me in!
I am.
Oh god! How much No!
What did you
Please!
do, Evan?
This defeats the entire purpose!
I got you logs.
Yes, please do not place them all in the house.
Fine. Do you want the rest of them?
Yes.
You know what he's
thank
gonna do,
you.
right?
He threw them on the ground one at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better than placing
That
them.
is better. You know, he's... You know what?
How many of you
Wait, let's
are
get synchronized.
there?
Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. So close. So far.
You can't bamboozle me.
So opposite.
How many of you
Oh, we
are
had it for a
there?
second.
Every, like, 1 in 5, we have it.
Okay, update.
This is so dumb.
Damn, we had it, Will. Ugh.
Update for you.
Yeah.
The mine is, I think, no, it's closed. It's still closed.
Okay.
Sorry. This opened out into a cave,
Yeah.
and it's big.
Okay.
And I'm trying to secure the premises because I have armor that I made.
Sounds good.
Cows are
And
in
there are-
love.
A lot of creepers down here, but mostly skeletons.
Game
Yeah, I'm not
moves.
allowed to leave home, so it's fine.
Well, technically, the reason I'm mentioning the mine being closed is because the mine is in our home. So
No, as soon as it
technically-
becomes cave, it's not home.
Okay, I'm glad that you are...
So
you
if
are
I went
okay
down there and I
here.
saw cave, I'd go, oh, that's not home, and I wouldn't be allowed in.
Don't worry, I'm in the process of securing the premises, and then it will be safe again.
It's
Yay!
pronounced the premises.
I'm in the process of securing the premises.
That sounds like a medical task.
He's securing the Pernesis. Get him!
Get him, boys, while he's down!
Get him while he's busy securing!
Chris said, I think we got another country for the gay marriage. You mean the cows? Or is this like a real thing?
Just real work.
Thailand's doing great with gay marriage. Go Thailand.
I don't know. I'm still critical. I think they need to have more of them.
More gay marriages?
Yeah, just like immediately.
Okay, everybody go to the courthouse.
Hey guys, the gays can now tie the knot in the land.
Gay
Haha!
people won't stop tying the fucking knot, and I am trapped in this fucking rope. The gays will not stop trapping me in a net.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I'm a little bugged.
In the
today.
net of them just wanting to be married.
Did you see this year that Transgender Day of Visibility fell on Easter? Or
I did
rather,
see
the other way around. Transgender Day of Visibility is always the same day. It's Easter that shifted because of the Gregorian calendar. And it's
of
your
Greg
fault for following
Calendar.
Gregor.
Chris said, everyone go get gay married in Thailand right now!
Chris said so.
I'm on it!
You heard me. I can't do it. I don't marry anyone.
Damn
But
it!
You guys got to.
I needed somebody's help.
There was an
I was gonna
episode of
ask.
Big Ozcast TTT where they had mandatory gay marriage.
Yeah.
I think it was Zoe was the detective, and they were like, "What's your first decree?" And she was like, "Gay marriage for everyone." And they were like, "Is this obligatory gay marriage, or is it like an option?" And then I think
But
two of them were like,
my
okay,
favorite
let's
part-
get married.
My
Okay.
favorite part when she was like, "No, it's mandatory," is they're like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah, they were fine with that.
Hey,
They were like,
you
just
want to
checking.
get married?
Yeah, and then immediately two of the guys were like, yeah, hey, Ben, do you want to get married? Okay, cool. Mwah, mwah. And they were like, that's your wedding? It's like a playground marriage. Like,
I mean, it's funny to me because it's like it makes about as much sense as the other arbitrary TTT rules that get imposed.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yep.
Dare I say, moo honk shoe?
Oh, is it bedtime?
No. Sorry, I'm quoting the cows.
It's very much daytime.
Okay.
I'm just
making
quoting
sure.
the cows.
It's like stares into the sun. It's like mid-afternoon.
Early afternoon, even. Will.
Okay.
Update. The mine is now safe again.
I'm gonna use these stairs. What are you gonna do about
Update.
it?
What's mine is yours.
Look at me, walking all over your house.
It's
Welcome.
our house.
I'm gonna jump
Make
on your
your
roof.
Our
Jump,
house.
Jump. I'm gonna throw bread at you.
Thank
Why are you
you.
bullying our housemaker?
Oh, you stole the bread.
I don't know. I'm feeling something.
Not just your housemate, you're bullying your architect.
Maybe. Wow. What if it's like a benign tumor, but they got to take it out, and then they take it out, and I turn into just like a normal businessman.
I would be
Wait, wait, wait,
horrified.
wait,
The tumor is stored in the tumor.
Wait. Do you mean... I need to clarify what I heard. Are you a normal businessman? Or is the tumor a normal
No, I would. No, the tumor's where I get my tumor, humor, and then they would take it out, and I would be a serious man all of a
I thought
sudden.
you said that what if they take it out and it's a normal businessman?
Oh my God, there's a
That's big
businessman in my leg.
It's just a
They
That's
called
just
me on the
why
phone
there's
and
so
they were
much
like, "We're so
pain."
sorry to tell you this. We found a businessman in your tibia. He won't leave. He's
a
threatening.
very
He's
small-
threatening us with slap suits.
He's a very small gnome.
He
who
bit the
lives in your,
X-ray
like,
tech.
practice of the law.
Yeah.
Also,
he just doesn't like when
um,
you walk places because he thinks public transportation is evil, and he wants you to buy a Tesla. So
gross.
maybe you get on.
Did you
that.
Also,
see that,
and-
did you see
and
that
I
art
know-
piece recently that was that Mexican artist who put a giant stone head crushing a Tesla?
And that
Oh,
was the
hell
sickest
yeah.
thing that anyone has ever done, in my
It's pretty
opinion.
good.
Really quick, also, I know how stupid this is, okay? I am aware.
Uh-huh.
But
But
because of me and my brain, every time you talk about your tibia, my brain goes, like the tibia mariners in Elden Ring.
Wow.
What are they?
They are these weird spirit guides that lead... They're supposed to be leading souls to the afterlife, probably.
You sound
They're-
a little too unsure of that.
There's a lot of things in the game that don't have super defined lore. That's like a trait of Souls games, is just that it's like not super clear. So
Chris said,
yeah,
a businessman in your tibia? It's more likely than you think.
the Tibia Mariners take on a lot of the traits of Charon, so they're probably like ferrymen to the afterlife,
Psst, Chris,
and
what's
they
a
like
fibula?
can summon the dead and fibula.
Is that a joke? Is that a real bone?
I think it's a bone. Maybe I'm
I
crazy.
thought so too, but I think maybe I'm crazy too.
Hey, what's a phlebotomy?
Phlebotomy is drawing blood.
I know, but that sounds crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
A phlebotomist, yeah, is someone who draws blood.
Oh, Chris answered you. That is a bone.
Well, what do you know?
Slay
What's
alert.
the level? It's like
My
negative
tumor's in my
50%.
tibia. Because I'm special. Did you know? I did not know that my tibia is referred to as one of the long bones. Don't call them the long bones.
They are.
Oh, sorry. That's just long bones.
Literally.
I'm never gonna live that down. Am I?
No, never.
The long
Never,
bones
ever.
connected to the long bone.
Long bone. Oh man.
I found gold in the mine.
It's Roshan, you're never gonna live that down because the delivery is just like I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. And I can hear it in my head. I can just hear, oh, sorry, that's just long potato.
Well, look.
Oh my god,
some-
that's like the thing Chris said that like we have quoted in the theater where it's like it's I know what it is. I can hear Chris say it in my head every time and it's dark. I can't see my potato. And I think
Yeah.
about it all the time.
Wait, what was that from again? Sorry. I remember it. I don't remember
Oh,
what
we
it's
were
from.
playing on Atrium. We were doing an event and it was when we were doing the underwater event.
Right.
And I just remember, I was in the call when Chris said it, and I remember so clearly hearing him say, "It's dark. I can't see my potato." And I was like, oh my god, no. That was also the stream where I got trapped in a hole and couldn't get out, and my peers voted that I should stay trapped in the hole.
Oh my god.
Haters.
Yeah, it was funny.
Eventually, my peers let me out of the hole. And I've been doing just fine.
I've been doing just fine ever since.
Put him back in the hole.
Coming out of my cage, and I fell back in the cage. Coming out of my cage, and I fell into a hole. Gotta be down because I fell into a hole.
Alert, alert. I require
What are your
flowers.
What kind?
Flowers, you say.
Any and all. They are to go into pots.
Pot in this
See
economy?
what I can do.
They are to go into marijuana.
Oh no.
I will
That's
also
against the
accept
law.
saplings.
Chris gets it. The tiger is out.
Yes. Yes.
The tiger
The
is out.
tiger is out.
That kid gets it. I hope that kid's having the sickest life. Healthiest, most just wild life.
I'm putting a bunch of rocks into the house. Sorry.
What?
He's just shoving he's just filling our walls full of rocks.
They need to go somewhere, and I don't want to organize the
Why
chests right
do
now.
potatoes and carrots take so long to grow?
Well, well, I have mushrooms.
Chris said I also thought you... No, I missed it
Ooh.
earlier. Chris said I also thought you meant the tumor was a normal businessman. No, me. The humor is stored in the tumor. They take it out, and I'm like, good day. Guess I'll go back to the economy now.
Guess I'll go back to economy.
Honey,
class.
I'm home. Did you make meatloaf?
Oh my god, I've been so spoiled on Atrium, building roofs with Swift Sneak. Oh,
I found it.
oh,
I found it in a box
you
for
should not give me that.
Why not?
It's a really good way for me to get myself killed.
What is
I mean,
it?
did you look at the durability?
Yes, that's all it takes.
What is it?
I found a Fire Aspect 2 gold sword in a chest, and so I gave it to him.
I'm gonna hit a zombie. The zombie's gonna hit me once, and then I'm gonna burn to death.
We're working
You're right.
so
You should
hard,
put that
Bubbles.
away. No,
I have not put it
hey,
on my hotbar.
in his defense, he is thinking about the consequences of his actions.
That's
Well,
kind of
okay.
mind-blowing.
Against my own defense.
Okay.
This is not from foresight so much as
It's happened before, hasn't it?
past experience.
I
But you're
see.
learning your lesson.
Actually, I don't know if I've died to it, but I've definitely come very close.
I mean, look, here's the thing. The only reason I've gotten decent at hardcore Minecraft is by making a bunch of terrible choices.
Oh,
and
I
dying
thought
over
this
it.
golem was standing on a pig, and I was just so confused. It was all a mirage.
I mean, yeah, what I
Pronounced
actually did
marriage.
after last
Yep.
stream is I went and I played hardcore Minecraft on my own and did a bunch of risky stuff.
How do y'all have
to just,
two
like,
bells
practice
for
doing
3
it.
people?
To get it out of your system.
No, it was more to try to get better at it, and I did.
Nice. Oh god, oh lord.
Because, like, it's okay to do risky stuff if you can do it reliably, right? I can't.
You know,
So,
I can see playing this game why the Neanderthals just stuck to stone tools, you know? The stone axe can't beat it, man. One chop to the head, boom. See why they
Chopping
didn't
in the
make
head.
a skeleton.
Oh, sick.
It's because hilariously in this game, all the axes do the same amount of damage, so
What?
it deals
Yeah.
a ridiculous amount of
Oh
damage.
yeah. No, they do. They all do the exact
They
same
take a lot
amount
of getting
damage.
used to because they recharge really slowly. But all the axes do the same amount of damage. The only thing that's different about them is their attack speed.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but yeah, like the lower tier ones just have worse attack speed.
Yeah. Stone Axe hits for 9.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's more than a diamond sword.
It is, but you can attack quicker with a diamond sword. So the diamond sword is still better, but like
It's the
pure
difference between
math.
damage per strike and damage per second.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your
but if you're,
DPS is much higher with a sword, but
yeah, if you're trying to take out like creepers or skeletons and you need them to die really fast, which I do,
yeah.
then oh god, oh jeez. Speaking of skeletons, 2 of them emerged from around the corner. 3 of them emerged from around the corner. Oh lord. Okay, it's okay. 2 of them are fighting now. I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to be here.
Chris, stay very calm. Megan!
Hello, Megan.
Hello!
That sounded to me like you were saying, Chris, stay very calm. It's Megan.
Chris, do not look behind you.
Don't engage.
Do not
Chris,
engage.
Don't
They
freak
will
out.
eat
Okay,
you.
but it's Megan. I know how you feel about Megan, but
I know what
please
happened
don't
when
freak
you
out.
played TTT. I saw the terror in your eyes. Chris saw what I did and then went, ah! And I said, be calm. They went, okay, everything is fine.
Do.
I accidentally fell.
Oh.
I'm good
Well,
now,
everything's
though.
okay, right?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I'm fine. I just didn't know there was
Also,
a cliff
if you-
there.
If you end up going out, feel free to take the donkey because he needs exercise.
Oh, I'm getting the donkey a sibling so that we can make a mule. A sibling?
Why
Let
do-
me try again.
Now,
I'm getting
okay,
the donkey
um,
a friend so that it can make a sibling, so it can make a mule,
so
so
really
that we
quick,
can have mule friends.
I mean, that's fine.
Mule
That's,
siblings.
like, go for it. But at the same time, I feel like every time we talk about this, you think that mules are the only ones that can have saddles, bags.
No. I know donkeys can have saddlebags.
Okay, good.
I just like mules.
Fair.
I don't think they have any special advantages. Maybe they're a little faster than donkeys. I don't remember.
They might be a little faster. I actually don't remember.
There's something beneficial about them.
I know donkeys are usually fairly slow and horses are not, so maybe they are a little faster.
If anyone in chat knows, feel free to share.
Yeah, Constantinople, the difference between a mule and a donkey.
What do you breed
in
horses
crap-
with?
Apples.
Just regular?
Golden apples.
I thought it was golden carrots.
Maybe it's either or.
It might be either or. I definitely remember using golden carrots in the past, but that was also many versions ago, so it might not.
Golden carrots is much easier.
Not to be a hater, but how the hell do you make golden apples?
Yeah, golden apple has to be ingots, but the carrot can be nuggets, I think.
Well,
So
does
if
anybody in
you-
chat know if it can be carrots? Because if it can, that's way cheaper.
I'm pretty sure it can be carrots, but I wouldn't believe me off the bat. Actually, even if it can't be, golden carrots are really good food to have anyway. Because golden carrots restore more saturation than basically any other food.
Yep.
So for emergencies, we probably would want to have them anyway.
Okay, well, I'll get
Hey,
more
Evan.
because I like them a lot. What?
I used all those logs.
I'll get more.
Thank you.
I think I might have found an iron vein.
Ooh. Gapple or carrot. Okay.
Oh, donkey.
I'll never get over people
Like what?
calling them gapples. I just recently learned that, and it's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Yay, a mule. Hello.
Oh, hi. I
How
found a zombie
beautiful.
dungeon.
What a handsome gent. Yes, you are. You guys need more space. I'll build you a bigger
I have a
place.
name tag. Name tag alert.
Oh my god,
Oh,
can I
hell
name my
yeah.
little baby mule?
Oh, sure.
No, we can use it for something else.
It's fine. I don't have any
No.
ideas yet. Anyway.
Use it for something else.
I was gonna name a donkey, but I don't know what to name.
Then
it
name your
anyway.
donkey.
If I think of a name,
As long as
I
you don't
will-
name your donkey donkey, I support
Name
you.
I
him-
want.
Name him
Barnjamin.
Barnjamin.
That's
Why would I name him Barnjamin?
awful.
Why shouldn't you?
I don't think it's awful, but I don't know why I would
Were you
choose
raised
it.
in a Barnjamin?
It's a combination of Benjamin and Barnabas. I almost said Barnabas and Benjamin.
It's a combination
That
of the two most
classic
popular
English
names.
name, Barnjabas. This
I
is
mean,
my
I don't know, I feel
grandson,
like that-
Barnjabas.
This is my grandfather, Benjamin.
Don't worry, guys. I'm making us a protective wall out of sugarcane.
I am still worried, but thank you. It's hardcore. I have to be worried all the time.
Well, speaking of worried, where's my bed? Oh, there it is.
You could call him Bernard.
Before I come back down here, I am making a clock. I need to know when it's bedtime without asking you guys.
Yeah,
It's
Chris said
important.
mule stats are generally in between that of horses and donkeys. So they're like a donkey plus.
Yeah.
They're like a psyched
That
up
is-
donkey. A donkey on crack.
Okay, wow. Making it sound immoral what we're doing here.
Evan, what are you feeding that donkey?
Crack.
I thought it was obvious. He's feeding it
I'm
crack.
feeding it gold.
Well, true, actually. This donkey's living large.
This donkey's living La Vida Loca.
Is donkeys eating better than I am?
Do you want to be
I
eating
don't-
gold?
I don't know if it's better. Is it better to eat? I feel like that's rich people talk, that it's good to eat gold, you know?
Yeah, it has no, like, value.
I mean, in Minecraft it does, but that's because in Minecraft, gold has some mystical properties.
In
that I
Minecraft, if you
believe.
don't sleep, little demons come down and oh, never mind.
No, that's real life too. Yeah.
That's like what it's been like when I've been sleeping lately.
On Tumblr, I saw a post that was basically that, and it was like, it's very. They made it extremely realistic that the phantom creatures start chasing you after 3 days of no sleep,
Yeah, that's just
because that's also what happens in real life.
Yeah, I've
Also, I
woken up
haven't-
several days in a row and like told them Crucian and Silas and Lily, like I literally can only describe that experience as tormented. I had a really long dream, Will, where we, being you, me, Silas, Crucian, Lily, and one NPC, were all in this sort of like endless like dungeon style situation where like we were in these really, but it was like a horror movie, like these dungeon levels where we're like trying. Two things just happened. That chicken tried to escape. I shut the door after it got out, but it somehow ended up back in, and it became an adult all at the same time. Let me try again. What was I saying? Oh, and it was like a horrific dream. And in this dream, I kept getting so stressed out because you know what was happening, Will?
What?
We were in this very, very dangerous dungeon, and we're all trying to explore, and it's like we have to take these elevators to all these different levels. And then there's all of these rooms in these levels, and there's like horrifying stuff in all of them, like dead bodies and like all these things. And you kept running ahead alone. And
Now,
I kept
see,
getting
that's
so
so
mad at
funny.
you.
Because this is so funny. In some games, I totally do that. In other games, it's always you. In
That's
Guild
true.
Wars, I am always with the team, and you're the one running ahead.
I run ahead when I think it's going to be generally not as consequential.
So does Will.
No.
It's just that you're both wrong sometimes.
I feel like Will thinks it will be consequential, but he can make it.
Well, that's true, actually. Valid point.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. You know,
I
hadn't
also would
considered
like to
that.
make it very clear that if we were ever in that sort of situation in real life, I'm not like that.
Oh yeah, but you know, this is
I'd
Dream
take
Will.
one look.
Tell
and I
that to
would go,
Dream, Will.
Fuck no, we're
We
not
nearly
going in
died
there.
like 18 times. I feel like we lost Silas. I don't remember what happened to him.
Last night
just-
I also had a stress
Lily was
dream,
fine.
but my stress dream was just that I forgot to do my laundry and then showed up to work, but without having any of my work clothes, so I had to wear like my normal street clothes. And they got
No. That's so embarrassing.
terrible.
No, it wasn't embarrassing so much as I was like, no, I have one nice pair of jeans, and it's the only pair of pants I can wear, and we're working with greasy machines. No!
Yeah, my stress
I'll
dreams
never
are like
be able to
often
wear
funny
these
to me,
again.
where like I just like am really stressed about something in the dream that's like just not that consequential. Where like a while ago I had a stress dream that it was like a stress dream that like was about something that I wasn't stressed about. So like I had not even comprehended this scenario. I was stressed about like work, and I had a stress dream that like, what was it? It was like Tink was pregnant, and I was like, oh no, like how did this happen? But then the problem was not that.
Hey, pillagers,
Where?
pillager
Where?
captain.
Where?
Right behind the house. He's trying to shoot
I'm on my way.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The issue was
hi.
not that. It was that this wasn't
Help.
actually Tink. This was someone pretending to be Tink. And this was like a really long, stressful dream. And I found out it was an impersonator because Tink showed up and was like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, thank God you're here. Who is this? Oh, no. Chad, I'm so sorry.
So, epic news.
What's
Yeah, you're not allowed to go to the family farm anymore.
I am not allowed to go to the farm
Oh, Crucian.
for another hour and a bit.
He
because there was a
had
man
to
I
save
kill.
me. He had to save
You
me
dusted
because I
my
was
rutabaga.
unarmed, and Crucian had extra arms.
I made a composter so we can grow things.
I know it doesn't
more.
matter, but I wish there were more crops in this game.
One day, I really do think that they're going to have a farming update at some point, and I would like it if they at least added more crops, and preferably, I kind of think that they should make farming slightly like add a little bit more.
Or no, Crucian, you were you were holding the seeds, and all the chickens were pressed up against the side of the chicken coop.
Oh.
Fuck.
Well, hey, it's 9. Do we want to take a break?
I'm fine with that.
We always forget to do that.
Yeah,
We should
I'm
do
alright with that.
Just go back inside.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
There I go.
No. Okay.
Back inside.
Oh shit, I threw my axe on the ground. Well, Chris, why don't we look soulfully into the cow's eyes while we take a break, now that we have so many? Look at them. There's so many of them. Think of them. Oh, not the worm! No! Worm feeder! How did you get here? No! No! No!
I love it when you
Oh
accidentally
my
do
god,
the
we'll
worm.
be back in a few minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, welcome back. We are done with our little break, and it is time to play the video game. I'd like to show you the video game, but for some reason, OBS has decided that it doesn't exist anymore.
That's fun.
Oh, there we go. There it is. See how it was always there? That's so silly goose of you. That's so silly goose of you.
That's so silly.
Silly it is.
You are so fucking goofy.
Whoa.
So
You are just
fucking-
you're just such a little goober, aren't ya? Okay. Kevin was I was visiting with him in another room during the break, and he wanted you to know.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Which I think roughly translates to "feed me now, peasant."
Yeah, he likes to purr while yapping at you while also clawing you. Like not not hard, but he'll kind of just go like and just like hit you. Like, and he'll try to gum at you. This poor starving man. God forbid he wait any more like
We
time.
feed him at the same time every day.
And I give him snacks on many days, like all this stuff. He's an impatient man.
There are officially too many animals.
I'm culling.
Oh.
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
I mean, I wanted is a strong word.
This is
But I
what you
guess it's
wanted.
necessary, I guess.
This is what you asked for.
Alright, I have made
This
a
may
clock.
not be what you wanted. but
Tell
this
all
is
these baby
exactly-
cows this is what you told me to do.
I, strictly speaking, did not tell you to do that.
Strict.
All right, guys. I need an absurd number of logs because these walls are entirely long.
It's too.
But I
late
wanted to
here.
go back down into the pit.
I also would like iron armor, so yeah,
That's a good point.
go pit yourself.
Sounds bad.
It does.
Well,
Return to the pit from whence you came.
I have made you iron armor.
Oh, goodness.
I found iron while I was
I've
down
killed
there.
10 sheep and many more cows.
Here you go. Take care of yourself while you're logging.
Good golly gosh. This
Good.
changes the status quo.
Good hecking gee whiz.
This
they
changes
say.
the status quo.
I can go very slightly further from home and still feel safe.
Everyone,
Chris said,
pull out your
Chris said-
sleeping bags.
Squish, my brother's cat, speaks only in cat activation noise.
That's so funny. Yeah, our cats like are so vocally different. Like Kevin is very like grumpy old man cat. Like he goes wow, wow at you, and like that's most of the sounds he makes are like just kind of scrungly in description. Bella makes so much sound, but it varies from like tiny little pitiful, just like meow, all the way to every time she jumps
Hey,
down
it's
from
sleep
something.
time.
I'm asleep.
Someone wasn't. There we go.
Every time she jumps up or down for something, she goes "Brum," and just like makes like a little like sound, and it's so cute. Bella,
Yeah, she makes a lot
See,
of little.
she
noises.
yawned at me.
It got a little dark, so now I have to be feared.
It's always you should always be feared.
Sorry, now I have to be extra feared.
Will is learning the way.
Ah!
of the warrior.
My game just tabbed me out?
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
I thought it crashed, it just aggressively tabbed me out.
I kind of need. I might try to get some of these farmers to redo their trades because they have really bad ones. 2 of them.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Go
'Cause
negotiate.
the other guy I
with-
traded with one.
I
I traded with the
can't.
one with good ones. So when I destroy the box, he'll still be a farmer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, try and go negotiate with the Hutchersons.
Yeah.
Because if I go there, they will be immediately attacked. And again, I feel the need to stress this again. A raid is quite possibly the worst thing to happen in hardcore Minecraft.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Didn't you
I
say
have
worse
now,
than the Wither?
Yes. I have now killed the Wither and the Ender Dragon in hardcore Minecraft, and both of them were easier than the raid that I did.
Ugh.
Because when you're on hard mode, even the most basic, like, you have level 1 Bad Omen raid, has like 5 or 6 waves.
Wow.
And there's going to be at least one wizard, at least one ravager. Like, it's terrible.
I really wish we had the tree chopper plugin.
You know, suffer.
It just makes life so much better.
I personally don't mind. I know you don't like it, but I personally, when I'm playing this game, like, I find tree chopping strangely meditative.
I find that with mining, but with tree chopping, I mean, it's fine, but you just need so much to build a house. And you don't get, there's no side quest rewards really for doing it. Like with mining, I can do a ton of mining, get a ton of stone, and find some ore and
You
stuff.
get apples.
They're kind of nice, I guess.
They are, I mean, you can make golden apples with them, and yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Something I did in my hardcore world is I just kept saving all the apples I got to make golden apples, and then when I went to the Ender Dragon fight, the only food I ate was golden apples.
Oh my god.
Turned out it was vastly unnecessary, but it was a good preparation move anyway.
Yeah.
Would you like a job? He's reacting just the way I do.
Which is to say no and
No, he
leave.
just spun in a circle. Okay, these are the same trades in a different order. Do you
Well,
see
he
that?
tried. I mean,
Do you see how
he
that's?
attempted.
Do you see how that's bad? Get another job.
Oh my
Okay, so
God.
these are the same trades in a different order again. We've got to work something out here.
Evan, come on, you can't have 2 jobs at once.
I've got to
That's
take
ridiculous.
this away from you. You're not a good farmer.
Whoa! You
One
can't
more
insult our
chance, and I'm
neighbors.
changing your career forever. Okay, that's it.
What's wrong with you?
No one wants to give you 4 emeralds for some bread.
You sound like my imagination of a high school guidance counselor.
That's what they are really like.
Well, actually, though, isn't it 1 emerald for 4 bread?
Yeah, but we have countless bread.
I mean, yeah,
He could
It's a
just
pretty
have a
good
better
trade, though.
job.
it's not a bad trade.
It's not a good trade. We have 2
I
other farmers.
would- For farmer trades, I
We
would
have
highly
2 other
disagree.
farmers who have better trades. We don't need
Okay,
3
use
farmers.
this though. I think the bread trade's one of the best ones.
We do not need 3 farmers with 3 different farming trades.
I don't
It's the
understand
Hutcherson
you.
family farm.
But he can do something else. He can go back to his stone cutting passions.
Well, about that.
I'll build him one.
I mean, if he,
Wait, we have 2.
If he's looking for a new career, I would recommend fletching.
How do
Oh,
I
good
build
point.
one of those?
It's 2 flint and 4 wood. I have 2 flint in my inventory.
Well, if you build one, I'll come get it from you and take it to the Hutchersons.
I don't have any wood. I'll come back up from my holes in the grounds.
I got 4 emeralds.
Money!
More money! Also, we should
you
build them
want
more houses and
money?
stuff, because if they have a bigger family, we can have more villagers with more trades. We've
Valid
got to
point.
keep the Hutcherson legacy alive.
For Josh's sake.
For Josh's sake. Josh is their god.
Here's my request. They have to stay majority farmer. We can never have the number
Fine.
of non-farmer villagers outnumber the number of farmers.
Then we better start building some houses. I'll go make more beds.
There's 2 farmers right now, so we can have 1 more non-farmer, and then we gotta have another farmer.
Those are just the rules of the road.
It's the Hutcherson family
Well, I
farm,
can't
not
drive.
The Hutcherson family mace. That's true. That's just a fact.
I'm coming.
Please,
I'm digging!
Can I have the flint, the crochet? Oh, please. I need it for this family. So they can learn a career. Please. Be so
Career.
kind. Donations. Wait, here. In return, I'll do something for you.
What's that?
I'll put my skin back on.
Ah!
I am a businessman. Please give me that flint. I need 2.
That phrase is so bad.
I am a businessman.
I feel threatened.
I am a businessman.
I'm retreating back
You
into
are
my
backed
mind.
into a corner.
Goodbye!
He is a businessman.
Oh my god, I hit you with an egg and a chicken spawned. I am
Can't
following
catch
you.
me, copper.
I'm a businessman, not a police officer.
Same thing.
We shake hands. I'm going to shake your hands.
Fortunately, it's not the same thing.
Hello?
If there was business in
Where the
murdering
hell
people
am
for no
I?
reason, sorry, if there was more.
Where did you
more
go?
business- never mind. I give up.
You are in this tomb, aren't you? Where are you? Where did you take it? He's hiding in this cave, I know it. Among the stalagmites.
Based on that laugh, he's probably like right
Oh,
behind you. and kind
Crucian! Where's the flint, Crucian?
Nowhere.
So it's not in this room filled with a giant lava lake?
No, it definitely isn't down there. I haven't got down there yet.
What do you mean you haven't got down there? I followed you. Give me what I desire.
Okay.
Very good choice. Now, I will peel my skin off
No, please.
and reveal the frog beneath.
I mean, ironically, it's actually the opposite, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
How
I
dare
thought
you?
the frog was the
How
I couldn't remember.
dare you insinuate... I'm checking. Yeah, no, this is my natural
I'm
form.
checking. I'm checking.
No, this is my natural form.
Makes sense. I do find it funny, though, that your whole idea for the skin was like that you'd be able to change forms, but then you're always the frog.
Yeah, the frog's more fun.
That's fair.
And also, it was for our stream that we don't do anymore, so...
Valid point. Yeah, if anyone... No one was wondering, just to be clear, but if anyone was wondering what happened at that stream, basically, we got a little bit bored, because that mod pack was slightly poorly conceived by yours truly. And also, because we kind of accomplished most of our goals, and then the ones we had left required too much creative energy. So, yeah, there's your
pretty much
explanation.
covers it.
Yours, dishonestly, me. I did enjoy it. I was still having some fun with it, but it's only fun if everyone's having fun. And we also couldn't really agree on mods that like we wanted when we were trying to build that one. Like we had some trouble finding a theme. So
Yeah, and I mean, part of it was that we couldn't agree, but most of it was just that, like, it was kind of a desert for mods that were in the same version. Like, these, ever since, because there's been a lot of big divides in between, like, available mods, right? Because of big coding changes that require you to, like, basically start fresh if you wanted your mod to come back, and a lot of people just didn't make that jump. And by the way, there's about to be another one of those.
Yeah.
This update is one of those, which is
Uh-huh.
why why I have to rebuild the entire data pack, essentially, is because they're changing the item format. And it's long overdue, frankly. It's going to be a lot easier to do things now. But it does mean that there's going to be another big divide where a lot of mods just stop after this version.
Yep.
And I'm interested to see what will be available once the smoke clears.
Sleepy time.
See, there's no point in me having a clock on me if I forget to look at it. But yeah, so I am interested to see. I mean, I'm a little worried. Obviously, I always am whenever this happens. But I am hopeful that there will be some big cool new mods that come out of this. Hopefully. But yeah, I just haven't been, personally inspired by a lot of mods in recent years. Create is really good. But like other than Create, I haven't really been. And Ars Magica, whatever, it wasn't Ars Magica. The thing we were using that was like Ars Magica.
Mod
was-
Thaumcraft?
No,
No.
the thing from our train pack with that you were using a lot of, the barrier.
Oh,
Wait,
the
I thought you said it was
wizard
2 flint on
mod.
top of 2 planks.
Four
planks.
planks. Sorry, I might have said 2.
Yeah, I know what mod you mean. The book
It's
one.
Ars Nouveau. Ars Nouveau. That's it.
Yeah.
And I like that one too. That one didn't like inspire me as much, but I still liked it a lot.
It was also a bit broken.
It was a little bit busted, but you know, a lot of mods are.
He has become a Fletcher, and he has the 32 sticks for an emerald trade and 1 emerald for 16 arrows.
Perfect.
Told
That's
you
the
it was
perfect
worth it.
trade setup.
The arrows one is the one I was hoping for.
Told ya.
Same.
Evan, I task you with locking in the trades. Please.
Mission accepted. Mission impossible, but I can handle it.
Mission Impossible 6. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, I do want to go back one day and do, you know, we might even go back to that direct world one day, who knows. Or go back and build another pack that has some more new stuff in it. But either way, I'm interested. Oh, by the way, speaking of, Thaumcraft isn't strictly dead, by the way. I don't know when we're going to get it again, but what basically happened is Ozanor, the original creator, who I've been following for a long time, said he was basically done with modding for now because he has real-life stuff to do. Makes sense. Kind of surprised Thaumcraft lasted as long as it did. And when he said that, because it was such a popular mod, the creator of COF, whatever it is, Core, he makes a bunch of popular mods like Thermal Dynamics, which you may remember. It's one of those industrial mods that let you melt down a bunch of things into liquids, and it was often installed alongside like other big hit tech mods. Well, that guy agreed to take it over. And then that guy had a big life thing happen that I don't know about, but it seems like it was a bad thing. And that's why Thermal Dynamics went out of date. So whenever that guy comes back, Thermal Dynamics and Thaumcraft will supposedly come back as well.
His next trade is 2 emeralds for a bow. So now I have stacks of arrows and a bow, and then it's 26 flint for an emerald, which is fine. Okay, well now we have a bow and 2 stacks of arrows.
That would be awesome.
I can't afford to yet, but I'll keep trading the vegetables so we can all get one.
Thank you.
I actually also, you may not need to do that, actually. Focus on arrows. Because I just remembered, in the monster dungeon, I found a bunch of string.
Oh,
there you go.
Sick. Well, yeah, I'll get his arrows, because those are the thing that's really hard.
And we can all have fishing rods.
Oh, yeah. Good, too.
I have reached negative 56.
Whoa, what is wrong with me?
Wait, is that too far? That's too far. Whoops.
Oh, I don't know.
It's negative 52 that I need to do diamonds at.
Oh, okay.
Because it's 12. It's the same measurement as before. It's 12 above 0, but instead of 0, it's 12 above negative 64. But the point is, diamond level has been achieved.
Yahoo!
Now we can safely mine diamonds. Will we? I don't know, but we could. No! Please.
That's what this whole stream feels like.
This will be the best Christmas the orphans have ever seen. God, so I've been watching Candela Obscura again.
Yep.
Which, you know, you should only watch when you're in a place for it, because it is a horror and tragedy and terrible show. It's great. It's very good. But wow, I'm watching the 3-episode arc that is by Abria Iyengar, and as you may or may not know, Abria Iyengar is a ruthless GM. And yeah, it's bad.
Oh boy.
It's good. It's very good. The characters are very good. It's also terrible. And yeah, we're now I'm watching episode 3, and I'm very afraid that all or most of them are going to die.
Oh my god.
And the episode, like, just started. Like, nothing's
God.
happened yet, and things escalate very quickly in Candela Obscura, the show, and usually in Candela Obscura, the game as well.
Yeah, they tend to. When they escalate, they do not stop escalating.
Yeah, and
like
so
an escalator.
It's just very, and it's really fun because Sam Riegel and Liam O'Brien are in this one together.
Oh boy!
And you know how Sam is usually the funny guy?
Yeah.
He's not funny in this one.
Oh no!
He's playing a very serious guy who is still funny sometimes, but for the most part is a very serious and tragic character.
When Sam stops being funny, stops trying to be funny,
because he knows the setting. And anyway, point is, and Liam O'Brien is playing the oldest man in the world.
Oh my god!
He's like 95 or something, and his name is Cosmo.
Wow!
And he's in a wheelchair, and the episode just started. And due to actions that happened, he was in a car crash.
Oh my god!
Along with several of the other party members. So yeah, very worried. Very worried Cosmo's gonna die, because he's now on at least 2 scars. And you die at 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, very worried about Cosmo. Very worried about Cosmo. I mean, I'm worried about all of them. Several of them could die. Absolutely.
Cosmo's already got 1 scar, and that's just age.
Yeah, exactly. He's just not doing so great, and Liam plays him really well, of course, which means that I feel very bad for him.
Yeah.
And I can't get into why, because I would be spoiling it for anyone in the audience or here who's interested in watching it at some point. But the story is absolutely buck wild. No one in this group is normal. Except, I guess, Cosmo.
That's why he has to die.
Everyone here has something crazy going on. And then, Sam's character is also by far the most boring and normal. Which means that he's also the weirdest. He has a very boring and normal thing happening. But also... well, this is only spoilers for episode 1, so I'll go ahead and say one thing. Sam is playing an extremely normal guy who is, grumpy, and he's good at fighting, and he's, a soldier type, right? Very basic, standard character. They find out in episode 1 that he just comes back to life when killed.
Oh!
And he doesn't know how to stop doing that.
Oh. Yes.
So he's yeah, it is. He gives big Ambrose energy. Imagine if Ambrose was played by Sam Riegel.
Oh my god.
And that's kind of what you're dealing. And also, it's a horror setting, so it's worse.
Yeah, I think Ambrose would have been a lot of fun to play in a horror setting, especially So Ambrose's first death in our D&D game, I was like, yeah, let's let this be kind of cinematic. It's like a no, run, I'll hold them off, and then he dies moment. If it was a horror setting, I would have made sure it was the most horrific death.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have been like, there's no coming back from this. And then he pops back up, and you're like, what the fuck? I just watched that man turn into soup.
Yeah, and he's okay, this is a bit more of a spoiler for episode 1, near the end of episode 1. If you don't want to hear it, tune out for 30 seconds or something, but I feel like this might be the thing that convinces you two to watch this at some point. The big twist, one of them, there's a lot that happens in episode 1, but one of the big things about episode 1 is that this character, Sam Riegel's character, whose name I'm forgetting right now, he comes in as Cosmo's problematic son, basically. Okay. And he's he has a rocky relationship with Candela Obscura, and he's only being allowed into the group because Cosmo is going. Turns out Cosmo is his son.
What?
Oh, of course.
Because he also doesn't age.
Right.
So he's been like this for a long, long time, and so long that his son Cosmo is now 90-something and has been trying to figure out how to help him not be immortal for like
Oh my god.
That's just the movie Age of
decade.
Adeline.
And that's part
Anyway,
of why he has this rocky relationship with Candela Obscura, is because they're like, dude, you're not supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be like that. And he's like, I know.
It's like, yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't do this.
I
This is a
asked
thing
you
that
guys
happened
to
me."
kill me, and you said, we don't know how. And I
Yeah,
said, do better.
And Candela Obscura is basically like, yeah, we know of like people that are immortal. We know of some people that are kind of immortal. Those guys can still be killed though. Like they just
Yeah.
live forever as long as they don't die by violence or disease or something. You're not like them. We don't know what's up with you.
Yeah,
Not like other
that's
girls.
not normal.
Anyway, it's a very good thing. I haven't finished it yet. I don't know how it ends. I'm assuming... I'm just going to go ahead and assume everyone's going to die, but maybe not. I mean, well, everyone except Sam's character, I guess.
Well, yeah.
If he does die, that'll be a good thing. That'll be a victory, really. Because that's what he kind of wants to do. At this point. Anyway, it's very tragic. It's very good. There's also this whole thing with... There's also this whole character named Rajan, who the internet thinks is very hot, and I think he's a person.
Yeah, that
He's
sounds
cool.
alright.
He's also kind of creepy, though. I mean, like,
Mm.
not in a... he's creepy in a fantasy way. I don't know how to explain it. He's not creepy in
get the
a
vibes.
romantic or otherwise way. He's just a bit of a creep, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
He freaks
I'm
me
a
out.
big fan of the immortal character that's really sick of being immortal type.
Me too.
That's part of what I was trying to play up with Ambrose, is he's like, I'm so tired. Like, I have been alive for almost 1,000 years. I just want
done.
to sleep. It's like,
Yeah.
look, it's not that I don't want to care. I mean, no, sorry. It is that I don't want to care about any of you. I've been alive for 1,000 years. I'm really sick of caring about it. It sucks.
Sam and him should have
I wanna
bonded
go to
over
bed.
the immortality thing more.
Well, yeah, but Sam hadn't
Sam
been
wasn't immortal as in he
undead for that
won't-
long.
Yeah, but he was relatively, like, they could have bonded over the fact that they were the only members of the group who would never, unless super stopped by somebody, die.
True.
That's true.
Because Sam
That's true. I actually...
could die, but
mean, there's
generally
always, like-
otherwise would not die of age or anything.
There's always, like, there's infinite things that could happen in campaigns like that, and so we're always going to think of something that would have been cool.
Oh, yeah.
But I was expecting more of that to happen with Ambrose and Danica, specifically because Danica's, like, because she's new to being immortal, but she's a vampire now, and, like, that's... I imagine, especially if you've only been immortal for a couple years, thinking about the fact that you're immortal now must be really overwhelming. Like,
Yeah.
Sam has probably, like, kind of had his crisis about it.
Yeah, I mean, he died,
And I
so...
think, like, he's dead already. Megan said, I'm not sure if Danica ages. Well, I mean, traditionally vampires don't age, but I guess it doesn't explicitly. There are different types of vampires or whatever in that setting, so maybe.
That's how we end up
Good
with
point.
baby vampires.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
did decide that Ambrose did age a bit,
What did I
sort
go
of.
up? How did I just went to get wood, because we didn't have wood. And I don't remember why anymore. Oh, I figured it out. Proceed.
Because, like, I don't think Ambrose was... No, I guess what I was thinking more was, back in his first life, when he did the bad thing, he was younger, like maybe 30. And then he, lived a bit more life, and then eventually died. For some reason. I never even figured out why he died. It wasn't important.
He doesn't remember.
Yeah, that works.
It's been long enough. How'd you die the first time? I don't know, man.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of
hell,
hard, too, because you don't
especially-
really remember how you die, especially if it's sudden. You don't know, man.
Well, yeah, and especially back in that first life, he had so many enemies, it could have easily been poison, stabbed in his sleep,
Yeah, do you
Like,
think you
yeah.
ever had any lives where you just, like, tripped and fell?
Yes.
Definitely.
He
some
also
of those
had a
Will
life.
wrote down.
Yes. So the thing with Ambrose though is like if that happened, he'd just be back like tomorrow. But what I wrote down more is he had lives where the people he was guarding died for something that stupid. He had one where he was like trying to help this person achieve their goal, and he thought it was going really well. They were trying to get revenge on somebody that wronged their family, and then they like break into the guy's throne room, and the person he's protecting reveals that they're wearing like a bomb vest and blows themselves up, and he's like, "No, no, this isn't what we agreed to."
That's so unfortunate.
There's another one back when Ambrose was like much newer to this, where they're from like a culture of great hunters, and part of their culture is they always eat from their kill, and they kill the green dragon. And green dragons are famously poisonous.
Extremely poisonous.
You don't have to
And
do
Ambrose-
this. I will.
Ambrose
for
didn't
my
know
family.
either, so they all ate it together, and then like went to bed, and then he just like woke up in the void, and he's like, "What?
We
Huh?
were ambushed
What
in the night."
happened?
It's like, not exactly.
Yeah,
I
think
love
he
the idea.
sometimes gets a recap from Sarenrae, and that one was probably just like, "You let them eat green dragon?
How
Yeah,
badass
wrong
are
with
you?
green
Jesus.
dragon."
I love
I saw
the
the devils
idea
eat
of,
green dragon all the time. The devils are the devils are poison resistant.
I love the idea that after the one with the like bomb vest type thing, that
Yeah.
like Ambrose just like goes no, and then suddenly it's a card cut to him in the void with Sarenrae with her arms crossed, and he's like, "So does that count as fulfilling the destiny?" No.
Literally.
Did I do it? No.
There were
No, you did
definitely
not.
probably a few of them where he showed up and he was like, "What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? They killed themselves."
This version was a fucking idiot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, here I'm gonna pull up the list now because there were some funny ones on there.
I have found 5 diamonds.
Because I'm just like, I mean, like, just died of, like, alcohol poisoning or some shit.
There was one that just got crushed by a pillar.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Like there were some cool ones.
Stung by a bee, parentheses, allergic to bees.
Right. So like, okay, so number 1 is the one that he wronged, and then he never met numbers 2 and 3 because at that point he was actively neglecting this curse. He was like, "The fuck you, goddess, I'm not doing what you tell me to do," and that didn't
went
work out
great.
so well. No,
Famously.
it went really, really poorly.
No, it
for
went
him.
famously great for him and everyone he loved.
Ugh. I didn't
Minecraft
write
injury
all of that
sounds.
down, but like, yeah, no, the whole part of the curse, if you remember, is that it does not go great for the people he loves.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's quite vindictive for the goddess of mercy.
Yeah, wait a minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
We've explored that
Or
dichotomy.
sorry, not mercy, but redemption. Sorry, not mercy.
No, definitely not mercy.
Very specifically not mercy.
Yeah, no. There was not a lot of mercy given. Number 4. This was during the diversions, so like the great war between the mages and the gods. This guy died trying to shield a child from a pillar. There was this falling pillar, and he like jumped in front of it and used magic, and it just fell and killed him. That one was just like, well, shit. Like, fuck. Can't stop
we're
a
doing
pillar.
this again.
Number 5 died fighting a dragon. She lived to be 75 because she was an elf. So he was like, "God damn it, I had to wait that whole time for an elf to grow up." And then she just dies.
God, that's so funny though. Like him just seeing that his charge is an elf and being like, "Oh, this is gonna take a while."
Yeah.
They're like, "What, you got a problem with elves?" And he's like, "Not like that."
It's
You
just
guys just
time
age
is hard.
really slow.
I'm still perceiving this as a long, long, long amount of time.
Yeah. A lot of these were like more like I wrote really short notes for them, like died fighting frost giants, right? Like it was more to just give like just enough of a vibe that Crucian could run some vignettes off of it.
Yeah, we only got vignettes off of a few of them because.
Well, yeah, because we didn't get that far back through the timeline. The timeline's very long. There's
Yeah, I don't know if
Gambit
that
was
ever
number
clear.
47.
Yeah.
The one before Isadora. Isadora's number 48.
Because Gambit is the one who was a Lord of Chungus.
Oh, they're not always born right away again, are they?
No, there's gaps in between.
Right.
So there were periods. That's part of how I explained, because one thing I realized making this is I was like, I don't want him to just have a terrible memory, but I also don't want him to just know all of Crucian's realm history, right? Like, that's also just not fun. So what I decided is he has massive gaps in his knowledge because there were long periods of time where he was not around. He was just
was he in the void until they were born again?
Yeah, he was basically put into like an arcane coma where he didn't experience time, and then he woke up indeterminate number of years later. And like, he didn't know either. He would have to figure it out at the time. He'd have to be like, all right, what year is it? Yes, I know that's a weird question. Yeah. Yes, I know. Yes, it's a very strange question.
At some point,
anyway,
I want to make... So, like, I know everyone says nowadays, like, a lot of people say that they want to make a video game, right? But at some point, I do want to make a video game, or possibly just have this be a game I run in a TTRPG or something, right? That is called New Game Plus.
Yeah.
And the concept is that you are... Because this is something I've always found interesting in games like Minecraft, where this can happen. Or in, like... And this also sometimes happens in MMOs, like Guild Wars 2. Where, in this game, you know, whatever this is, New Game Plus would be, it's a fantasy setting, it's you know, it's a classic, like, go do quests, help the farmer type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Except, you're always the second person or the third person to have shown up.
Oh.
So you have to deal with, like, oh, yeah, we had a hero come by and do this quest already, but they caused this other problem in the process. Or you come by and it's like, oh, yeah, that quest's already done. We don't really need you to do anything. This hero already came and helped us. And then later, like, way later in the game, you, like, find the dead hero, like, who was there ahead of you, who did all the quests. And
I
then
like that.
Like, I like the idea of you're always a little late to the party.
I think another fun name for that could be like Player 2.
Also fun. I was thinking, the reason I was thinking New Game Plus is because that is such a common staple of games now, like, where there'll be a New Game Plus, and you get to go back through the game again, but with some additional rule. But this time it's someone else. This time it is, you start with the New Game Plus. You don't get to see what it was like the first time. You just do the second part that, and your character, you know, also probably wouldn't know because this is more of a plot about it. But anyway, I just think that's a fun idea.
I like that idea.
I don't know if I'll ever actually do it, but I had this idea for a little while because I like the concept. Also, I have 7 diamonds now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you like me to make an enchantment table?
Yes, please.
We're about at time, so it's a good way to end off by getting a special enchantment table.
It's... Oh, hey, also, if you two want, we might be able to make a couple bookshelves, because we have a bunch of leather.
Yeah, we do.
I have almost finished the exterior of our house.
Excellent. I really like it, Will. It's really cool.
Thank you. I stole it off the internet.
Whoever made this, very good idea. I see why you did so many logs. Jesus
do you
Christ.
have their name?
Yeah. I'm pulling that up right now. Credit to Foxel.
Thank you,
Foxel, for your cool building that we can look at.
Thank you, Foxel.
Thank you. You are a true architect.
Oh, I actually only have 2 obsidian left. I guess I must have missed... It's okay, there's a lake over there. I'll just go get some more. Apologies, one moment, please.
You fool.
I'm a fool and a gamer. Fool and gamer are the only 2 genders. And if anyone tells you that that's not true, look them in the eye and say, I was assigned gamer at birth.
Please don't do that.
Please do that.
Please do that.
Send me a video of you doing it.
Please
so I don't have to do
that.
Why not?
I just...
No reason.
Just please don't do that.
What? Give me a reason.
Chris said, I'm a fool and a gamer. Well, can't argue with that.
Well, you know I was assigned gamer at birth, so I find it very hurtful that you're
I-
trying to tell me
I
to hide myself.
Don't believe you.
Wow.
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 Unbelievable.
Gamer
Transphobia in the chat.
Kill him.
Or wait, no, yeah, not transphobia, because you were assigned gamer.
Ah!
So gamer phobia, I guess.
Cisphobia, the first occurrence.
Oh, sorry, you're cisgender, but your cisgender is gamer? Absolutely not. Will does not accept you.
Yeah, sorry. I only accept trans gamers.
Only if you were born fool and then transitioned to gamer. I see.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
those
have
are
to
the-
have gone through the fool to gamer pipeline, otherwise I don't accept you as a real gamer.
A
I
true
need to
gamer.
stop speaking.
True gamers don't die.
Every
They
day,
respawn
10,000
Yeah,
judges
yeah,
are
yeah.
lost in the
Yeah.
Mariana.
The Marianas Trench.
God damn it, I need more logs!
I've made an enchantment table. We have an enchantment table. An enchantment table.
Encantum and
So true.
taboo.
I was just thinking about how true that is. Okay, it has been placed. Also in this texture pack, it looks very cool in my opinion.
Ah! My axe broke.
So we do not have bookshelves, but we have an enchantment table.
It is enchanting.
Let me go see how many
Table.
bookshelves I can make off the bat and see if I can improve this.
I like that you have like a garage that's just a giant hole in the ground.
Yep.
I mean, we don't
So-
have cars that have been invented, so
Okay. I'm little brain. Little zoom over there.
uh-huh.
You know.
I think I know what you
So
mean.
a little while back, the DLC got announced for Elden Ring, and I'm very excited about it.
Adult,
And
if you will.
at first, I was just very excited about the gameplay of it, and then one day, while I was at work, I was listening to a YouTube video that was just some guy doing a silly little challenge, and it auto-played to a lore video, and I was like, sure, my hands are covered in mud, I don't have time to change this, I'll listen. And I got really into it, and then I
Oh.
listened to a lot more of them, and now I'm like, oh, the story implications are also very interesting.
Fatal
Yeah, I
mistake. That's
know,
why I listened to a 7-hour video about Teen Wolf. Anyway.
Yeah, a streamer that I quite like called Lauren. I haven't watched her in a while, but Lauren is she's I've been involved in her like little community for a while, on and off. And I have not watched this, but she did an entire, and she doesn't play hard games at all.
Oh.
She was convinced by chat to play Dark Souls 1 all the way through for the lore.
It's good. It's
And
really
so,
good. But
she's
Dark
been
Souls
doing-
1 is one of the harder ones.
She did Dark Souls for lore for months and months and months, and I believe she finished it.
God.
And now
I've
knows
been
the
playing
lore.
DS1, and that game is rough.
I have 5 bookshelves. That is all I was able to make, but I have
So, to try not to get like too deep into it, because it's like, it was partially written by J.R.R. Martin, right? Like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, he helped in the writing of Elden Ring. So the point of that is, there's a lot of like politics going on in the background. So just the briefest overview of that.
I put lapis in here for you. If you want
Thank
it.
you. I don't have any diamond tools worth enchanting now.
We have 5 diamonds left. Do you want to make something?
Yes,
Ooh.
please.
So
These are all
there
the
are
diamonds
these.
we have. Use them wisely.
Will,
There are
did
these
you already
people-
use
Oh,
diamonds?
what? I don't have any diamond tools yet, but that's okay.
Okay, no, I can save some for you. I was just checking.
Well,
I'll
we've
also
only
find
got
them.
5, so save 2, and then I'll wait on a 3rd and make something good.
That's what I meant. You know.
Okay.
We also don't have max level enchants yet, but it's still like level 10. Anyway, proceed well.
So yeah, in Elden Ring there are these beings called the Outer Gods, which are kind of eldritchy, very powerful beings from outside of the place where you play the game. And they attempt to influence the universe. But they have like some very unclear restrictions on what they're allowed to do, which seems like that's intentional. It's not like bad writing. It's like no one's sure. Presumably one of the outer gods. We're not entirely sure, but it makes the most sense. Called the Greater Will.
We've met Lesser Will. We've met you. Now we've met Greater Will.
I'm the Medium Will. It sent down to the lands between, which is where you play the game, the namesake Elden Ring. It sent this thing down, and along with it, it like chose an Empyrean. It designated a couple of them, and whichever one proved strongest became the god of the realm, like the representative of this outer god. That was Queen Marika.
America.
Yeah, and now this is where it gets complicated. Marika initially married... wait, shit. So many names. It's not Godric. It's not Godwin. It's not... Gideon. No. Fuck.
Sleepy time.
Godfrey. That's right. Married Godfrey, which made Godfrey the first Elden Lord, which is the title you're now trying to claim.
Sleep.
Right? Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Yes. My bad.
And then she used this guy to like beat up all of her enemies and claim all the land. And then she was like, "All right, that's enough of you, Godfrey. Get out of here," and divorced him and banished him.
Very rude.
Banished him from the lanes between. He's not allowed there anymore. And then she remarried to a guy that... So she then went and found this other guy who was currently married and said, "Hey, marry me instead." So he divorced his wife and married her.
Okay.
And they now might be the same person. They may have always been. That might be a new development. Unclear.
Okay.
And there were children had between Marika and Godfrey.
Of course.
Renala and Radagon, the couple that was broken up, and now Marika and Radagon. Those children are now all demigods.
Oh.
And those are the cast of characters that you're having to fight.
Ah.
Because all of the demigods, now that their parents dynasty is broken down and the ring has been shattered, all the demigods are vying to inherit the throne.
I see.
The only demigod, I think one of the only demigods that you don't meet is Mikola. They're one of the most dangerous because of their abilities. So, two of them, Mikola and Melania, were cursed at birth, or afflicted would be the proper term. When Melania was born, she was immediately infected by the outer god of rot. And it is like basically turning her into an unwilling champion of the scarlet rot, this horrible, horrible fungal disease that corrupts the world. Mikola was cursed with eternal youth, but like as a child. So he's like 10 forever. So like, why is he so dangerous? Oh yeah, he can control people's emotions.
That is bad.
And make you fall asleep. So, like, that's the thing that people have been learning, reading lore descriptions, is they're like, hey, we're pretty sure that a lot of people love and follow Mikola. We're not sure if they mean to.
Gamer.
Hey there.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
Okay,
I just
I'm
wanted
just so tired. I was interested to listen to you. I just didn't have the energy to keep doing stuff.
Yeah, the main reason I brought up all of that and went down that whole tangent.
Long live the king!
Please, no!
Oh.
Oh, God!
You missed!
The king did not live long.
The DLC is going to almost certainly largely focus on Mikola.
He cannot leave. Oh. He has no respect for the old ways.
I respect nothing.
I tried to trace a circle
I'll
around
break
him.
this grass.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
My lawn!
Unbelievable.
Blood in the pit. Blood in the
Absolutely unreal. Well, thank you all for joining us for this stream. We may yet return for another next week, or
Oh,
we
why do I
may
have rotten
not.
flesh in my inventory?
I just gave it to
I
you.
almost just ate it. Gross. Anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Thank you for joining us. I hope.
Everybody enjoy a little
Look
look
at
at
Kevin.
Kevin.
Look at my Kevin. I'll seal him in.
No.
Kevin does